Tuesday. Good morning. Hope you're keeping well. You join us here in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. We're taking the WBSim Cessna 172 out for a spin. Yes, it kind of works now again. I didn't do anything, I just copied it over. This was an amazing add-on. It's no longer there, right? But if you had it in 2020, it will work in 2024. You have to do a little bit of jiggery-pokery. You got to bring over the 2020 172, the default one, and then you got to bring over the WBSim. Then you go into 2024, and you have to disable the current version of the Cessna 172 and re-enable or enable the 2020 version. Brilliant! It's in the description below on the right. Don't take my word for it, it'll be grand. But yes, you join us here at the behest of Willow How Much. We're at a place called Dawson City in Canada, and we have this beautiful view of the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights, and they're on full show here this evening. Or this morning rather, but it's early night. Well, what time is it in Canada? It's that time. But yes, that's what we're doing today. We're going to be exploring On Air, a feature of On Air, and it's all about industry. We can start off working towards a base camp, then we'll have our own little airport, and this will actually inject an airport anywhere you want in the world, and it'll appear within the on-air world. It's pretty cool, this. And then we can look at the industry in terms of building factories and manufacturing plants. Some pretty cool stuff. So we're going to be learning a little bit about it as we build, a new direction for our online career. It's going to be fun. So yes, how are you keeping? Sure, listen, it's 6 degrees here in Tipperary. It's raining sideways, but, I think it's to brighten up a little bit for about 6 minutes, and then rain again. Brilliant. But yes, hope you're keeping well. You're very welcome in. Apache is here, good morning. Chocks, hope you're well, buddy. Top of the morning to you. Let me see now. Wild Mulqueen. I've never been up this early to anything. Good morning. We're doing a thing with the yoke. Aim in 1973, top of the morning to you. Commander Balosh is here. 98 Vulcan, hello. Viper Strike, good morning to you. The Indiana Hoosiers winning the college football. Ooh, nice. Kill Switch, welcome in. Anthony V is here. Wednesday morning in New Zealand. It's Wednesday morning. Oh wait, it's 12 a.m. in New Zealand. Kia ora, mate. Hope you're well. Crafty Tigers, good day. Angry Bee is here. Willow, how much? Top of the morning to you. Hope you're well. Cracker, how are you, man? Spitfire RAF 100 is in the chat. Hope you're well. Stealth Rooster, good day. Commander Balosh, 75 streams in a row. Shit, right? Thank you very, very much indeed, buddy. Let me see here now. Norse Viking, Mernon. Tombs. Jesus, Tombs, 12 months at a tier 3 subscription. Thank you very, very much indeed for all your support. It means a terrible lot. Terrible lot. But welcome in. Frozen Gamer is here. Biku, welcome. And hope you're keeping well, lads. It's 6:07 a.m. in Ontario. Jeannie Mac. Are you sure you're not on that one? Wait now. Are you sure you're not the one that is sideways? But that could be true, yes. The True Demon, yes, probably. Gar Gaming, good morning. Hope all is well in Galway. PH Roy is here. Good to see you, man. From a cold but cloudless Nuth. Is it Nuth or News in the Netherlands? Good morning, Roy. Let me see. Mike Berg, good to see you. Checking in during lunch. What's for lunch? What are you having? One Foxy, Bingo Gav is here. Good morning to you, buddy. Hope you're well. Oz Flight Simmer. Should be Janie then. There he is now. Shane, good morning. Well, good evening. Hope you're well, buddy. I was lurking watching your stream earlier on. I was lying upside down in the bed, bleary-eyed. Oh, Jesus, look, Shane is on. The A340, isn't it gorgeous, though? Gorgeous. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. It's like nuts. Right. You live in nuts, brilliant. But anyway, who else come into the parish here now? This time, early bells. Let me see. Edith, good morning. Mr. Paulie is here. Let me see. Tax Gaming. Where are you from? I'm from India. Well, hello to India. I'm from Ireland. You're very welcome in. Johnny Mon is here. Good to see you. Minus 14 degrees here in Chicago. Jesus. The missus is off to New York on Saturday, and I was like, "You're going to New York?" Yeah. They're going to see some Harry Potter thing, right? And hence I have to drive from Tipperary to Dublin twice. No, I got roped into being a taxi driver. So the Skoda is going to get a bit of mileage. But like the weather over in New York at the moment, like it's like you do know you're going into like, sub-zero temperatures, like minus 15, feels like minus, Jesus, right, proper cold. So that's what she's doing. Derfras, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. I am having roasted chicken. Roast chicken, you say? Ooh, very nice, very nice. That could be nice. I once had a beer at Nellie O'Brien's during a toilet break between Limerick and Wexford. There you go. Was it nice, Rooster? That's, very important. I often watch you in bed with one eye. Say no more, say no more. Brilliant. But it's loving the content, Shane. Really am. I was going to record a Say Intentions video yesterday. And I was fighting against the gods, the old and the new of technology. But I'm having so much fun with Say Intentions, man. It's friggin' cool. And it's gas now. You're in it, right? I mean, if we planned this right, you could have Murph and Oz having a chat. And you know what, I'm just saying, it could be a bit of crack, but loads of fun for sure. But this aircraft anyway today, lads, the WBSim, it was a 2020 add-on, and it was specifically for the steam gauge overhaul, or the steam gauged version, rather, of the Cessna 172. And it was very close to study level. Forder learned to fly, extensive coverage of this aircraft. He even wrote the manual for it, and it is very close to what you would expect from a Cessna 172. In particular, when it comes to starting up the engine, allowing it to warm up, not being able to give it the full beans because it's just not warm enough, and also some of the flight characteristics of it as well. You see, so what we're going to do, we're going to enjoy the Northern Lights for a moment, then we'll make it daytime. We have that power. We'll make it daytime, and we're going to go exploring this region, because using OnAir, we want to suss out where we can put a base camp, where you can build industry, and do all these sort of things. You see. Let me see. Hey, Crotty is here. Good to see you. Tier 2 for 11 months, man. 11 months. He says, hi, Murph and Fireflies. Good morning. I have been here 11 months. Where did the time go? Nobody knows. It just happens. You're right. It's like, oh, God. Right. Time just flies. That terrible pun. But it does. Time flies here. Do you know? So, it was great last night. Even the south of the Netherlands, the Northern Lights were visible. I went out after the stream last night to see what I could see. I could see a little bit of it here in Tipperary. It was quite foggy, but you can see where the fog lifted, and there were Northern Lights. There were some stunning photos taken over Ireland. County Clare, there was a great shot in Dublin. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So it's kind of cool to see, isn't it? And they're here full blast with the sim, although they're starting to kind of dwindle out now as they move. And you can actually track the Northern Lights in the sim, and the Southern Lights as well. When you load into the main map, you can actually see them when they are on show. It's pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. Yeah, the camera pointed to the lights, it'd be more visible. Indeed. No, it was class now, I have to say. It's cool. I've never seen it like full on. You see like bits of it. Do you know what I mean? But last night now I saw a little bit. It was nice. It was pretty. That was around like 11:30 or something. It was late. Do you know? That was time for like bed for Murph. I say that, of course. Didn't go to sleep then till about 2. I'm a devil. I do watch stuff at night time. The old iPad. Do you know? You'd be watching now aviation things, and do you know? And that's what I was. That's what I was doing. And then of course you might be tuning into people who are streaming, or you'd be catching up on videos and stuff. So it's always busy. I never saw it in real life, but it is on your bucket list. Yeah, man. It looks incredible. Really, really does. So what we do on these daytime streams, if you have any questions in relation to the sim, if you have any issues, problems perhaps, or just general questions, well, now is the time to ask, and I'll try and answer them. And if I don't know the answer, I'll bluff it. Do this. Yes. If you make it sound, put confidence behind it, people will be like, he knows his stuff, this lad. And then it doesn't work, and they're like, well, what did you expect? He's an idiot. Yeah, right, but that works. So what we'll do, we'll jump over here, check out these Northern Lights, and see what happens. So there's a button, here's another button, and look at the state of this, though. Look, Jesus. Right, microphone. Beautiful. So as I said, we're on the ground here at Charlie... Where are we? Charlie Yankee Delta Alpha. Dawson City here in Canada, and it looks very nice. I need to fix my mic, hang on. Why does this always happen to me? There she be. Right. Also later on tonight, we're going to be doing some Formula One. We're going to do a bit of racing in Brazil and in Austria and in places and all the stuff. Do you know? Shane says, I do the same. I stay up till about 2 a.m. watching flying machines. We could be twins, but you have hair. I don't have hair. No. But listen, I'm losing mine at a rate of knots I can't even explain. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I reckon it's because I watch your content, Oz Flight Simmer. You know, watch Oz Flight Simmer. You too will bald. I'm telling you. Look, I have a camera here behind me. You think I'm messing? Wait, where's the camera? Look. Jesus, look. Isn't it terrible? Right. I'm going to get, like, Oz Flight Simmer tattooed on me head or something, so you know you're the reason as to why my hair is doing things I don't know or understand. I'm sure it's all part of a plan, you know. But anyway, loads of fun, to be sure. But anyway, look at the state of this. Now, I know Tony is flying. Sid's squadron are out and about because I loaded into this airport. There are a ton of folks here already. Well, I imagine... There he is. There's the man himself, look. Ah, brilliant. We're famous. We're all watching each other, look. That's kind of mad. And I'm just parked up here in the corner trying to keep my head down. You know, say nothing, Murph, will you? But there's a load of people here. So, yeah, Tony's flying something very fast. I'm flying something very slow. And I'm surrounded now by Gicknas. That's what we call these big, large aircraft. Gicknas. Gickna, it's an Irish expression. It means wonky pigeon. Just in case you ever wanted to know. Do you know? Mark Swan is here. Good morning. My mate at... Right now. My mate at the of Scotland have some... your mate who's from Scotland has some amazing photos. We got there in the end. Brilliant. Game Speaker, hello. Sumner is here. Good morning. Hope you're well, buddy. So yeah, we're just checking out the Northern Lights, and it's as I said, there is currently a group flight in operation with Sid's squadron, because Tony's there, and all the lads, and the Sid crew. Do you know? Where's this now? Crotty says, Murph, I watch Oz Flight Simmer and I still have a full head of hair and I'm older than you, therefore I don't think it's Shane. No. You're not watching him right, you see. You know, you need to watch him in bed with one eye open. Then the hair will fall straight out. Straight out. It'll be gone. But anyway, we'll see what the crack is here. I don't want to impede on what these guys are doing because they're all in big, massive machines, you see. And I'm in me, you know, it just doesn't really fit, does it? I mean, can you spot the odd idiot out? Right, there I am there now. So, yeah, I don't know what we're going to do here now at all. Tony's on now. Let's have a look at Tony here for a second. Tony stream. There he is. Look, brilliant. And yeah, I'm hiding here in the corner. He's gone to be right back screen, so we're safe. We're safe. Too much information. Sorry. Yeah, it is so cool to see the Northern Lights. It's absolutely fantastic here. So yeah, do be sure to give yourselves a big wave if you're there with Tony on his flights, and if you're over here, well, wave as well. So right now, the Northern Lights, this phenomenon, isn't it beautiful looking? Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? It is fascinating to see it. And the sim does a great job, isn't it? It's like, it's gorgeous. I never thought they were just kind of this green colour. I always thought there was like bits of orange or pink or not, you know, because there is, funny enough, if you were to look at like photographs, but I think this could be just photographs, you see. Where is this now? RTE. Will you show us some pictures here of the Northern Lights, please? Why is it when you go to a news channel, it's always friggin' moaning and whinging and giving out? Like, shag off. Give us good news, for crying out loud. Look at the picture here. This is over Ballycown Castle in County Offaly. I mean, look at the orange and the green and the... Ooh. Do you know? Murph, I posted some images from yesterday evening's flight in the Bremen Bar. Yeah, I saw them. They were awesome. Corn Wolf is here. Good morning. Look at that. That was over Wicklow. Then we have one over Tipperary. But you know what I mean by the different colours? It's like teal, and then it goes into like this kind of a red colour. That's what was over Ireland last night. And that's Tipperary. That's only down the road from me, where that picture was. Then we have Partine in County Clare. That's more just green. But see the kind of, do you know what I mean? The reddish kind of colour that comes in. Milltown Malbay out in County Clare. And then there was a cracker taken in Dublin, in Rathfarnham. This is Kinvara in County Galway. Look at that. That's in Dublin. Isn't that fantastic looking, isn't it? It's mad. Oh, wait, you posted 30 seconds ago. Wait, Roy, did you not... Hang on. thought I saw pictures last night from Roy. Maybe it wasn't Roy. Oh no, sorry Roy. Jesus, it was Stu Snape. Hang on Roy, we have a look at these. And there now. Up you divil you. Look at the state of these. So it kind of does have the orange-ish, kind of. So Roy is getting 142 FPS, by the way. Not gel. 131 here. Yeah, they're fantastic looking. Is it not normal to see the aurora in Ireland? Johnny, not as often. We do see it the odd time. But usually when we look up in the sky, we just see cloud, you know. Just posted your mates in Discord as well. Oh, jeez. Look at that. That's like Stranger Things or something, isn't it? That's fantastic. That's mad. It depends on the global position. Yeah, kinda. Hecklack is here. Good to see you, buddy. Lusty, welcome aboard. Yeah, some of the pic. That's awesome, lads. Absolutely gorgeous. And as I said, you know, some of the shots that we got in from Ireland, I mean, they're beautiful, aren't they? Like, they're absolutely stunning. And this is all from yesterday, last night. So, yeah, a very kind of romantic way to spend the evening. But you couldn't do that in Ireland, you know. It'd be a case of, you know, darling, when I look up at the sky, I see clouds and rain. Yeah, right, we don't get to see this stuff usually. You know what I mean? But this is what we're looking at here in the sim. But as you can see, it is missing that kind of red-ish kind of a setup, isn't it? It still looks beautiful. I remember Jeppesen had to make... Jeppesen made the Aurora Borealis for us. For one of our Monday night series, the Natural World Wonders, the Aurora Borealis, and he did an incredible job doing that. It's great to see that Microsoft and Asobo have, like, not only did they show it, they're actually tracking it. They're actually tracking it. You see, so yeah, it's very, very beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. And the range where we are here at Dawson City, I mean, it's pretty much right over us, but it's moving up and away from it. You know. Muttley is here, good to see you. That reddish colour was visible yesterday. Yeah. There was a massive Mattercat CRE. Cray, what you mean? Again, he says. I'm not sure. But it does look fantastic. So, yeah, it's just some beautiful stuff, lads. Absolutely gorgeous. So, our plan, as I said, now, we're going to be flying a course in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And when we need to just get a couple of things sorted, we're going to be having a look at base camps with OnAir. You don't get that in Chicago? Oh, okay. No, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. So, as I said, we're on the ground here. Tons and tons and tons of it. There's an Aer Lingus A320 parked backwards into a little hangar. The accuracy, you know. So, right, there's a lot of, well, I mean, the big lads are here. And we're just going to, you know, ramble over this direction. Brilliant. So what we're going to do, get out of the ground, we're going to be getting this machine into action, right? Stu Snape, good morning. Mr. Minimite, good morning. CME, gotcha. Is that what it's called, Mattercat? Interesting. So this is the WBSim 172. Now what I'll do, I don't want to impede on Tony's stream, so we'll just turn off the old multiplayer for a moment. And what we'll do, we're going to bring up the time of day, because as beautiful as the lights are, it's only 4 o'clock here in the morning, so we'll bring it up so we can actually see what's happening, will we? Jesus, we're so north, we're not going to get much sunshine here. This is going to be interesting. So anyway, this is our machine. This is our machine, and it's Cessna 172, but it's highly enhanced. In terms of, you can see some of the visual stuff that we have going on here, tie downs, pitot covers, engine covers, chocks are there as well. In terms of the modelling, it's pretty straightforward. However, we do have a ground power unit, right? And that'll be displayed on as well. That'll power up our aircraft. And it's pretty much then flying the aircraft. And it follows a lot closer to a real-world Cessna 172 than kind of the default stuff. Now in 2024, it you know, the Cessna 172, it's better than what it was in 2020, but it's just missing some of the stuff. And what we have here then, of course, is the Boris Audio Works that came with this aircraft. The Echo 19 ones, they don't work with this machine, unfortunately. So we're going to be taking this out for a jaunt. It's a glorious day here, says Mr. Minimite. Wing control throttle and Logitech radio panel both arrived. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I'm waiting on mine to be delivered. It has been shipped. The Boeing panel. That's on the way. So when that arrives, I'm changing a lot of the front stuff that goes on here in my lower screen. Is this 2024 native for flight model? I've left it on the native flight model, so it seems to be behaving. Yes, it seems to be behaving. We'll take you through some of its paces now. I haven't spent enough time in this really to get a proper feel for it, but what I've seen thus far, it's very good. Very, very good. But yeah, as I said, with this camera here, all the stuff, when I get my MCP, that's going to go across the front here. The Toby tracker up on top of it, and then I'm going to put me stream decks and screens and whatnot under it, or at least that's the plan, right? We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, how do you multiplayer in Microsoft Flight Simulator? Mattercat, if you type in ! how to multiplayer, all one word, it's a link to a video, and in the video I'll explain how you do it. Crotty says, I made the leap to PC, already had to reinstall the operating system due to Windows activation errors. I hope my PC journey improves from here. I am open to it being an issue between the chair and the keyboard. I did get the sim installed last night. It looked great over remote desktop. That's so strange. Crotty, did you get that from Gigi? The throttle quadrant from Ring Control are scheduled for the 26th of January. Brilliant. Mattercat, click on that link and go off and watch the video. It's only like 2 or 3 minutes, but that should show you all the settings that you need to be able to go flying in a group flight, you see. But yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, Cry, let us know, because activation errors like that, it depends where you got it from, but like, I mean, you should take it out of the box, plug it in, and away you go, you know? It was not a hardware issue. Interesting stuff. Right, we're going to jump into the aircraft. And oh jeez, there's frost and ice and everything. We'll have to fix all of that, although I don't think we can. Let me see. As beautiful as it is up here, we're going to have to change the owl laws of physics here. So do you know what? Typical weather got an update, so we're going to go typical weather, because we don't need to worry about the real world stuff at the moment. So what I'm going to do, we're going to change some stuff here. So if I open up the world time, January, February, March, April, there we go. And get rid of some of that coldness out of the equation. So we'll get some sunshine. And let me see now, when it comes to the actual weather, how can we do this? Fair. Temperature -3. So can we change that? Is there any way to edit the weather? Let's see. Auto update, thickness base fading. Clouds fade based on the thickness, sure, why not? Variable duration transitions. When enabled, cloud transitions take as long as needed. Yes, we want that on as well. But in terms of fair weather, is there any way in which we can increase the temperature? I know we can do it from in here. Papa Justify, good to see you, buddy. So this says it's 30 degrees. So do we need to go with that? Temperature, oh, this is old unit. So if we go up to about 70, will that fix it? And then we'll have a look at typical weather. Let's see. No, still -3. How can we change that? Fair, hazy, foggy, windy, precip, random, typical weather, or live. Right, well, we want it to be warmer here. So if we say, right, few clouds, right, coverage, bring it down a bit. Temperature is now up the road. That's what we want. The wind is about 10 knots. Drop it back to about 5. And we'll go with that for the moment, right? We'll go with that. So, I'm happy to blame myself for it. Oh, nice. It was activated, but I was trying to upgrade the home to Pro. It'll be grand. Don't worry about it at all. Should be fine. Right, so we have some options over here on the right hand side. This is where we can really dial in with the features of the WBSim, you see. So we have engine health, pushback if we need it, oil level, in which we can change all this, realism on or off, on over here. Then we have all our options to remove the wheel covers, the pitot covers, the tie downs, and the cowl plugs, right? Also, if we want to appear the whatchamacallit, it's up here, look, in up, this should appear a GPU, a ground power unit. Isn't that handy? Meaning that we should be able to recharge our battery. So if we go with the battery, we can see that we've 25 volts inside. And this will, like, you know, she'll drain quickly, so we'll need to watch all this, right? So we'll keep the battery on for the minute. Flaps are up, mixer's already in. Don't worry about any of this. We will get some lights on in here. And there's state saving as well. The aircraft, it'll remember everything that you're doing. You know what I mean? Malky, good morning. Robert Harrison, good morning. Welcome in, lads. Hope you're keeping well. So once you put on the battery, you kind of lose access to all your stuff here. So if we turn off the battery, we continue on with some of the settings that we have with this aircraft. State saving, trim tab, temperature, AOA gauge if you want. That's your angle of attack gauge. It'll pop that in, right? And then we can change things like the LCD color when it comes to our avionics. So we can look at cabin temperature, our indicators there, and we can have voices letting us know as well, angle of attack and all the jazz, right? So engine health is good. Turn on that battery. What we want to do is double check our fuel here before we go. So let's have a look. Fuel, 80%. Lovely. And we'll just let the battery start doing its thing. And what I want to do in the meantime is have a look at OnAir, because it's all about base camps, right? The airport Mattercat is Charlie Yankee Delta Alpha. Palladino says, is there a way to get the WBSim 172 upgrade? Unless you already own it, you're kind of shagged. If you already owned it in 2020, then you can move it into 2024. But if you don't own it, there's no way to get it now. Do you know? Mag is here. Good to see you. Murph, what's your thoughts on typical weather versus using default live weather? So default live weather is fine. It works just as is. What typical weather does, it will, rather than having like hundreds of different weather presets, just let typical weather do its thing. Give it like a base, as in, you know, it's fair, it's hazy, it's rainy or whatever, and then it'll go off and just do its thing. It'll also use live weather or typical weather. It's using data recorded from weather stations like all over the world for a long time. So it'll generate a kind of typical weather environment that area is used to getting, if that makes sense. That's how it works. Mattercat, correct and right. Yes. So what we're looking at, the industry's expansion introduces base camps. These are custom player-placed airstrips anywhere in the world, even where there's no official airport, meaning we could literally pop up an airport wherever we wish. Even without a factory, a base camp offers us, it acts as an airport. You can load and unload cargo and passengers, persistent and shared between all players in the same world. It generates jobs like a size 0 airport, so there'd be a few. Visible as a 3D model in Microsoft Flight Simulator for all on-air players using the sim, so it injects the scenery in. 2 base camps are allowed per company level. It must be deployed at least 3 nautical miles away from any other airport or the base camp. There's no recurring fees, and base camps without factories or activity for 4 weeks may be cleaned up automatically. Ooh. Base camps are visible to all players and appear on on-air maps. So in order to get one of these, we're in an airport at the moment, right? So we're going to see, can we grab a pack? We may not be able to. In order to do this, we go to Business Industries Trading Hall, and then we buy 1 or more base camp construction kits at any airport selling them. So we'll try this now, right? We'll open and launch OnAir, grabbing a quick little update, and then we'll go in and start exploring to see, you know, can we actually buy a base camp? And our plan with there is we could fly literally anywhere once it's on land, and say, right, you know, we like the look of this place. Let's put in a base camp, right? So we'll see what the story is here now. With OnAir loading up, so we need to go in. Where do we go again? We need to go into Business Industries and Trading Hall. Okay, so we're going to enter the world of Crash Logistics. That was just one that we made for the crack. So let me see. We're going to go into Business Trading Hall. And let's see what we can do in here. It may not work now. I might have to do a couple of things. Here's something. Supply or demand. So we want to come down to, what was it called? Base Camp Construction Kit. So where we are at the moment, right? Filter. So where we are versus what's available. Preferences. Is it using Microsoft Flight Sim? I think it is. Connected to simulator. Grand. Business Trading Hall. So I need to make sure that I can find an airport that's going to sell one of these kits. You know what I mean? So CYDA, that's what we're looking for. So Trading Hall, CYDA. Now CYDA, where are we in the world? We're up here a bit. We're up this neck of the woods, right? So what I'm looking for is a base construction kit. Base camp construction are available. So let's see if there's one here. CYDA. Dawson. There is one. Huzzah! There's one available in Dawson. So we can buy a base camp construction kit. Let's go ahead and buy one. Are you sure you want to buy one? Yes. Okay, we've just bought one. Happy days. Right. Now what else do we do? We've now bought a base camp, right? Buy one or more base camps at any airport. It's now available in your merchandise's inventory. Your construction kits appear in goods inventory, so that's business, industries, and goods. All right. So we'll go business, inventory. Where is this now? Freelance, trading, my goods inventory. Here we go. And here's a base camp construction kit. Excellent. Right, so there it is. We can see it. Load the construction kit into an aircraft as normal cargo. Okay. Search by name. That's where it is. Quantity. Yes. We don't want to delete it. We want to load this. Yeah. So let me see. Show my aircraft. So how do we go to trading hall? Select an airport. Dawson. Right. So how do we load this divil in? Can you put a gift target? Can you put a gift target? Free flight maybe? Sure. So we're going to dashboard. And we'll go to a free flight with freelance. And we're just going to do free flight. And let me see. Where do we fly to, lads? There's no real destination I want to go to. However, we will have a look at... Let me see. There's a VOR FYU up the road. Oh, that's too... Oh, Jesus, that's miles away. We're going to follow on the river. PAEG, right? PAEG. All right. How far up the road is that? That is 40... It's about 70 miles away. And we're going to follow the river. Okay. Return to departure now. So we're going to say fly this, right? And let's go fly now. And let's see if we can add this in. So, oh, look, we can. Here's our base camp production kit. So we're going to say wait to load. But how do we load this ticket? Base camp. 105. Right? So how do we load this guy in? Free flight manifest, yes. Another, yes, Sunjammer, absolutely. Good morning to you, buddy. Hope you're well. The Crazy Man from Ireland, welcome in. I'm playing on PS5. If I buy in the airplane career mode, can I sell it later? Yeah, I think you can, yeah. Yeah, I think you can. Right, let's have a look. So our cargo is here, but I'm trying to see, well, can we load it? I have to put in the destination again. PAEG, right? Here's our fuel. So we'll put in 80%. Cargo is 2 kilograms. So how do we put that in? We want to load this, right? Logistics center. These are pending jobs. Don't worry about that. I'll go back there now, or if you went too far. You went too far. The base camp description has no destination next to it. Okay, so let's go in and have a look. My goods. P.S. Mirandai. Hello there. Welcome in, buddy. So let's have a look. So it says it's at CYDA, or we can transport it. But we don't need to transport it because it's already there. Yeah? So it's already at the airport. So what we're trying to do here is just load it. Yeah? Now, in terms of... So... It is showing... Destination description or aircraft 1. The weight is 190.5, but I can't seem to move that. Huh. All cargo. So our cargo is there. Okay, let's go back. Let's see if we can figure this one out. Load the construction kit into an aircraft as normal cargo. So this would appear that they're in OnAir, connected. Wait to load construction kit. Okay. But I don't see how we can move this guy up. Doesn't want a destination. Nick Andrews had the same issue. Okay. What's this? Find similar jobs? No. Hang on, there has to be a way we can do this. Aircraft details. So it knows we're in the 172, so that's fine. We just want to load this guy. Crew is managed by the operator. Select a destination. Right, okay. PAEG, right? We need to validate our fuel and payload. So we'll put in 80% for fuel. But it's our payload. I'm trying to select this. Hang on now. This aircraft can only load the payload of its related freelance job. So it's a free flight manifest. So if we uncheck that. So maybe that's the problem. Okay. Let's not worry. We'll go back one. Try remove your free flight. Yeah. So we'll abandon that. Yes. So if we just want to go our aircraft. Or when did you need to own the aircraft?
Hello there.
There's our Piper Comanche. Browse the logistics center, or we just want to fly. Browse the logistics center. Free flight. Show my aircraft. But I'm in a different one. Let's see. Choose any destination. PAEG. But I think the issue with this is we can't seem to bring it. Because this is telling us what the cargo flight is. So, is this the case that we need to have our own aircraft? Does that make sense? Transport goods. So I think I'm doing this wrong. I think we need to set this up not as a freelance job, but by our own job. Does that make sense? So if we go to my company dashboard, industries, routes, operations, activities, logs, industries. We're not in industries yet. So it's not would it be a charter? We could say it's a charter. And then, like, do we have to create a flight for this? Interesting. Work orders. So do we go off and create a work order? You know what I mean? So we're going to create a new one. Select an aircraft. Copy crew from. Work orders allow you to create a series of scheduled legs, loading and unloading cargo and passengers along the way. Why can't we just do a simple flight with this? So we have a base camp. We know that. Sorry, we've bought a base camp. There it is, right? Work orders are for your own company aircraft. Yeah. But how do we... I just want to fly this base camp construction kit, or I just want to load it into my aircraft. So does that mean it needs to be in my own aircraft? You know what I mean? So let me see. Aircraft market. Like, do we now buy a Cessna 172? Right, so here is a Cessna 172. So display, sell. Okay, let's have a look. Or lease something. Yeah, we can buy or lease. That's what it looks like, isn't it? Sell price. Okay, so here's a Cessna 172. Distance is 50 miles away. We can buy it outright for 125,000, or we can lease it. We'll lease it for 48 weeks. Full economy, first class, no seats, custom. 3 seats, occupied surface, extra cargo capacity is 0. On the base camp page, it said destination. Do you have to put in the airport code there? I don't think so. We'll try this, right? Now it's leased. Now, I want this to be transported. Cessna, prepare, find jobs, get a job toward the base. Let's look at the aircraft. Where is this going to appear? Manage. Flights, swap the aircraft, ferry. CYDA. Start the ferry. total travel duration. The aircraft will be available again. Is there no way to instantly transport this? Because this is going to take a while. Flight duration, an hour. 12:51. Okay. So that's now on the way. Let's go back into this goods inventory. So my base camp construction kit. It's in CYDA. CYDA. See the way it's there? Search by name. CYDA. Yes. But I can't transport it. You know what I mean? This is interesting. We're getting stuck. Let's see here now. How can we just load it? My airports and base camps. Let's have a look. Right, because we don't own anywhere yet. Right? Ranks, flight, logs, cash flow, income. No. Business. Find a new job. Routes. Create a new route. Find a new job. Freelance. I don't see an option in here that we can fly it. Start a free flight, ideal for mission tracking. So it should be a free flight. We want to go from here to just put in the same airport. CYDA, right? Let me see. Zaid, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. See, it's giving us cargo in here, so I don't see a way that I can adjust it. We can see that we have a base camp construction kit, but for whatever reason, I'm not able to load it. You know what I mean? Why won't it allow me to load it, lads? Free flight manifest. So we're not going to say, we're not going to load that. This job cannot be flown by an AI pilot. No, that's fine. I just want this. Destination, CYDA. This is very strange. Why are we struggling here? When we're stuck, we'll ask for help. So, OnAir. Alright, let's have a look. Community help. Let's have a look. It might well has to be a company aircraft. Can you get to the page without free flight? Yeah, you can. But no, I don't think so. Oh yeah. All okay. Man. On the base camp page it said destination. Now we tried that. In OnAir, you must use an aircraft you can fly, owned, leased, or chartered. Ah, right. Okay, well that solves that. Okay, so we have to wait. That's quite okay. My aircraft. So this guy is going to appear freelance, right, at CYDA. So that's us here, but we don't own it. Yeah? Prepare your flight. This one here, find jobs at the current airport. So we're waiting on this guy to be delivered. It's currently on a ferry job. Yeah, no, you could be right, Stu. You could be right. So we have to wait until this Cessna arrives, which is going to be in an hour's time. Will that be right? Makes sense. What if I bought the plane? What if I buy a plane? Would it automatically be delivered? I think. We have to manage this. We can't buy the plane. Why is that now? Ferry the flight. Manage. Buy the plane. The lease, grand. Next fee, grand. You'll have to pay, grand. Warning, the operation will result in negative cash. Aircraft can be bought. Do you want to buy it? No. Right, we'll just let the thing get to us. Live operations map. We're up here, and we're going to expect our aircraft to arrive in a little bit. So what we can do, 12:46. So it's on the way, right? What we'll do in the meantime, we'll go out for a recce. Charter aircraft in the drop-down menu. Yeah. Always leased. That's okay. We're going to fly on a recce here. So we're still going to head out to PAEG. either way. We're going to fly up that neck of the woods and then we're going to fly back again. All right. So we're going to go into our dashboard. We're going to pick a free flight, because until we actually have this aircraft, we're kind of shagged. Yeah. So we're going to fly this one now. Again, we can't select this guy yet because we don't own the aircraft, which fair enough. Let's go on that assumption. Load up our fuel, 80%. Destination, PAEG. Right. Validate our fuel and payload. And UTC offset, it's going to set it to, I don't know, 952. Okay, so we have to take the free flight manifest. That makes sense. All right, let's go with that. Okay, so it'll launch the aircraft tracker. That'd be us. And what we'll do, once our aircraft arrives, our leased one, fly to the intended base location, any safe place where you land, riverbanks or whatnot, that's where you set it up. Land, shut down your engine to register the flight. On the flight summary page, then you'll have an option to deploy a base camp. Ah, sweet, okay. Before deploying, you may position the base camp on the map and use the preview in sim button. Ooh, nice. And that's where we'll get an idea. Give it a name, an ICAO code, then our base camp will be installed. And that's pretty much the start of that. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off doing a recce. So our recce flight is going to take us for a spin up to Papa Alpha Echo Golf. All right, Hermit something, good morning. So we'll see what the story is here. We're going to get this aircraft into action. So we're going to start tracking. That brought the time of day back a little bit, but that's okay. OnAir is now tracking. So battery is on, beacon and nav light, fuel shut off valve in, mixture in, open our throttle a little bit, and we'll put on the fuel pump. And we'll say clear prop. And we'll go for a start on the 172. And Murphy, we have a problem. Try it again with our ground power connected.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Alternator on. Remove the ground power. See the way the lights flicker? Lack of power. See that? That's deadly, isn't it? Right, avionics coming on. Get the RPM up a smidgen. Engine's cold, so she's going to be all over the shop. Oopsie daisy. And what's nice about this is, where I have the engine set now, give it a couple of minutes, that RPM will drop off. Because it should get warmer, you see. So as we can see down here, oil temperature, it's very cold. Pressure's good though, so that's in the green. Suction's doing suction things. Fuel flow, it's alright. And our fuel tanks, they're all grand, right? Okie dokie. So, standby. Barrow set. OK 1, OK 2, OK 3, OK 4. Super. Bring down this big light. There we go. Just to make it look all nice like. Taxi light can come on. Fuel pump, leave it off for the moment. Pitot heat, we might need that for the minute. Altitude alert 1500, that's okay. We'll go up the road a little bit. So this is now, we have a low volt warning, so we better bring the L power up. So our battery's quite low. That's why we're getting a low voltage warning. Because we sat with the battery on, you see. The NASA being released soon for Orbex. NASA X-59. Really? Interesting. Speaking of NASA, aren't they bringing... See the engine drop? Aren't they bringing the Artemis to the moon in a while? Easy now. Let's get that temperature up. Easy. Jesus, she doesn't sound healthy at all, does it? First week in February. That's mad, isn't it? Alright, let's bring the RPM up. Easy. And we just want to try and hold the fuel flow. It's jumping around. It's jumping around. Pop the link in the Bremen bar. Let's have a look. Oh, wow. Jeez, that's mad looking. That's mad looking. It's a bit kind of, isn't it? That's it. Brilliant. Thanks a lot, Stu. Fair news to you, man. It's on the pad for dress rehearsals for testing currently. That's crazy. Some snout, isn't it? Hey, Dazza, good to see you. Can you get this add-on for 2024? Unless you already have it, Dazza, no. It's no longer on sale. I'm just trying to figure out while my engine is not running anyway normal. And now we've just, like, killed it. Yeah, big Egypt Murphy. Start her up again. I'm almost certain. Do we need to keep the GPU connected? Or, like, the alternator is running. See our amps flow literally all over the shop. Now we could just repair the battery because I say that's what's wrong.
So look at this big Aegis.
Which now? Yeah, 63%. Battery's fully recharged. And now this is purely a fuel issue, so we've allowed the engine to warm up. That's what's wrong. Easy. We can't give it the beans because the engine's cold. That makes sense? I wonder, is there too much fuel? Easy now. Jeez, we're having the crack with this, aren't we? Get that fuel pump on. I'm trying to keep the RPM at 1,000. It just doesn't want to do it. Now the wind could be playing against this as well, a little bit on the prop. Alright, she's sounding a little bit more healthier now. Ish, sorta. Temperature is starting to come up though, slowly. Pressure's low. What's causing that to drop? We're barely getting the revs up, you see. Now I know it's cold. Now she's sounding better. Up the hill. Yes. She's warming up now, lads. Easy now. Alright, that's much better. Okay, so taxi lights are on. Strobes, go ahead, light them up as well. And we're just going to taxi out and see what happens. Sim Guy is here, good to see you. So we'll do a run up here now in a moment. So park and brake off, roll it on forward, and let's see what happens. Brillar Gaming, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. Alright, easy now. We'll go out this way. And we'll back taxi just to... You need time to let this thing warm up. That's what we're up against, you know? Kiwi, good to see you. Just my phone is hopping. You have missed calls. It's from solar people. They want me to install solar power on my house. And I'm like, lads, you do realise I live in Ireland. Are you taking the mick? Anyway, easy does it. Notch your flaps. I'm going to check out this machine here. Oh yeah, very nice, very nice. Pretty. Just taxiing down here, just to give ourselves just properly warm up the engine. You can kind of see what happens when you try to apply power and they're not warm. It's like, yeah, not doing it. And of course, I think the added challenge was, I think the weather has changed because of OnAir. Can we change the weather? Ah, because it's going time, you see. Ah, that's why, that's why. You spend so many dollars on Hobbs time waiting for planes to warm up on early morning flights. It's nuts, isn't it? Hey, Captain Sickbag is here. Good morning. Multiplayer non-existent on Xbox at the moment. No way. That's awful. Right, we'll come over here and do a quick run-up. And we're waiting on our aircraft to be delivered because I want to take a base camp. So this is purely a recce, lads, right? Right. Now, jump in here now, we see what happens. Although, the more I think about this, it doesn't make a lot of sense because if I go free flight, maybe it's to be a job, I don't know. But anyway, let's go ahead and do a quick run-up. 15, 16, 17, 1800 on the RPM. Check the left mag. There's a drop back to both. Right mag. There's a drop and back to both. Idle power, make sure the governor holds, she doesn't kick. Excellent choice. Okay. Temperature's now in the green. Depending on the prices, it might pay off quicker than you expect if you install the panels. My folks have had a great experience after installing panels, but they do get a bit more sun in Ireland. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Because I think, isn't it the issue with the batteries? You know? Alrighty, so direction indicator, that's looking good. Autopilot, we're going to say 2,500. We're going to take off, and then it's off to the left-hand side once we get a bit of altitude. Are we ready, friends? Our first flight in a long time in our WBSim. Power coming in. Takeoff power set. Airspeed alive. Flight is being tracked. Bit of right rudder. 55. Oopsie daisy.
Airborne time logged.
Alright. Sounds are good, aren't they? We're looking good. Oh, heck yeah.
Altitude.
Oh, Jesus, got handy. Right, flaps in. Easy now. Bit of trimmage. We've got 2,500 on the RPM at the minute. And we're going to be making a left turn here. Because we want to go exploring. As I said, we're doing a bit of a recce, so... Bit of high ground here to our left. We want to get over this. Decent climb out. Have to cover the garden as well as the next field. Friend of mine in the Scottish Highlands got solar last year, somehow generating so much electricity they give them money a few times as their electric bills were in the negative. Really? No way. My parents' place is grid connected, so there's a square up with money at the end of each month. It's a huge investment though, lads. Like, you're talking, for my house, you're talking 8 to 10 grand. It's like, what? You know, it's like a 5-year investment, probably. Then it should become cost neutral. It'd be more than 5 grand. It'd be 10 grand. So, how much is that? It'll take nearly 8 years to pay. Angels 1-5, good to see you, buddy. Okay, so we're going to go over this kind of a mountain range here, and then straight ahead we're going to pick up that river. So we were saying 2.5. Well, don't worry about our altitude for the moment. This is purely just climbing. The good news is everything appears to be in the green now, so it just took a while to warm everything up. Which would make sense because it's cold as balls up here. Where's me thermometer? Outside air temperature 17 degrees. That doesn't make sense. 17 degrees of snow on the ground? Huh? Stumble Guy, good to see you. Hi and bye. Best option with most households, solar and battery storage bundle. It's about 10,000. Yeah. If it's sunny, or if it's not sunny in the Scottish Highlands, Tipperary ought to be grand. Yeah. You would think that. Alright, speed and power is good. We'll just come over this ridge line here and then start having a look. It's not even on typical weather, it's actually on live weather. Or at least it should be. Yeah, she's dropping there now. Alright, easy now. So we're going to ramble up here to the right hand side. I just want to clear some of this terrain. And we're starting to freeze up, look. Jesus. Icing conditions. Greta will love you for offsetting the flight rig electricity, I'm telling you. Would you say typical weather is worth to buy if you already have the SoFly weather presets? Yeah, and the reason why I think it's good, Dazza, the whole idea of typical weather is a good idea, so far as you're not worried about one static preset. It changes, you know what I mean? It kind of makes presets, what's the word I'm looking for? It kind of makes them move along, if that makes sense. It'll transition. Plus, when you use typical weather, it'll actually load in what the region should be getting, which in itself is interesting. Now, if I do this right with OnAir, it doesn't really mind about the weather. So, it just wants to keep the time and season locked, which makes a lot of sense. So that's the way we'll do it. Okay, so we're picking up this river. Where's Mrs. Daz's card? Yeah, Dynamic, that's the 1777. It's good though. Did you get my message via the Xbox app for Windows? I don't see it. I tend not to use that, my sheep. Is this a port for 2024? Jay, no, this is just the 2020 version, but you can get it working in 2024. If you have a look at the stream description, that'll explain to you kind of how. So while we're out in this recce, OnAir is transporting another Cessna that hopefully we can take our base camp with us. That's the plan, right? We hope. So we're going to ease off the power a little bit. That's the river we're going to follow up to the northwest. So just get our aircraft trimmed out here a little bit. That'll kind of do her. It's Ling, thank you very much indeed. Cheers, buddy. Alright, so just watching the trim. Here's our views. It's very nice here. It's friggin' beautiful here. And then we're going to ramble off to the right. So that's where the river continues. And again, we can literally find anywhere suitable on the ground to act as our new base camp. Once you know you can land there. And it needs to be 3 miles away from any other airport or base camp. So let us ramble. This is a beautiful part of the world. Now what I might do, I'll turn back on multiplayer now. Because we have that turned off because Tony's lads are there. So we'll do one of these and one of those. Alright. Echo 19 in the house. Good to see you, Tyler. Tyler, the very man. Can you do us something to get your 172 to work with this? Because it doesn't seem to work with this. So that Cessna is in transport. You do know that you're liable for the fuel and maintenance. Yeah, no, that's okay, Malky. Because my plan is we're going to operate out of this neck of the woods for a while and drop in a base camp. Or we'll test it and then once we know how it works, we'll do it somewhere else. You know what I mean? And we shall see what happens from there. Okay, let's have a quick look. So we're saying 2,700. Let's go altitude on, autopilot, heading. And altitude. Arm it. $2,700 feet. There we go. Keep an eye on our power. 2,400 on the RPM. And let's ramble on. They don't sell the WBSim anymore, so it's hard for you to test. Gotcha. Heard from someone on Discord they managed to get it working. Oh, did they? Okay. Right, I need to look into it. Have you got your EA pilot earning the dollars in the Comanche? I don't, Malky. I don't. I need to set up. I need to spend way more time building up resources with OnAir. Industry is what I want to look into now, so that's going to give us a reason to start getting that information up and running. You know what I mean? Nice machine. This is a nice part of the world. Okay, there's a possible location over here, maybe, right? The only challenge is you got high terrain all around you. And again, you want to be looking at the map to see what sort of resources are available up here. I mean, yeah, you can get a hunter shack in there, right? And maybe mining. That could be quite nice, actually. But I think if we just kind of follow this on for a little bit, we'll get a better idea. Nice! 208s next week. Ha ha ha! Nice. Love the 208, man. Max Stallion, hope you're well, buddy. A very cold part of the world. It is. It's freezing up here. Now we can go somewhere else either, you know. All right, let's have a quick look. Temps and pressures are good. Fuel flow, all right. It's actually very good. Fuel quantity is good. It's just odd that there's snow on the ground and it's 17 degrees. It's cold here too. Minus 16? What? Minus 16? Jesus. Yeah, I wouldn't be fancying that now. Not at all. Jordan, good to see you. Is the Coronado a good option for Flight Sim 2024? Which one? Johnny Mon says, what made you decide this area? I blame Willow how much. We were coming up to look at the Northern Lights. And now that we're here, it is actually a stunning location. But it's cold. It's damn cold. Oh, Cessna. Yeah, the Cessna 182 from Coronado is very good. I like that. 210 is decent as well. Alright, landing light and taxi light can be off. We're looking good down here and there. All is well in the realm. Speed is good, 100 knots. We're just kind of chugging along. Interesting scenery for sure. So this river, we're just going to follow this up for a bit. We're about, I don't know, 15 miles away from the airport. So I think once we get around this corner, once we see the land kind of flatten out, this is where we want to be identifying a spot for our base camp. There is something over here. It's not even a runway. What does Navigraph have to say about this? Let's have a look. Follow me, plane. Yeah, so there is something here, look. Now it looks looks more like water did that than ground. We should get some nice options along here though. The Yukon. Beautiful part of the world. Yeah. Well, we're blaming you, Willow. Like 100%. Is there any options for a Cessna 172 study level? This is it. You know. Let me see. Kim is here, or K8M. Welcome in. Hi from Korea. Hello from Tipperary. You're welcome in. Mrs. TPHI. Good morning to upside down person. Industry is very good mode. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. Like learning about what it can do and how you build up your empire effectively. It's class, lads. Absolutely class. So let's have a now look here now. Hey, we'll get our dashboard open. We'll go to this view. Oh yeah. And we'll just enjoy some of the views, lads, because it is absolutely gorgeous. Johnny Mon, take it fierce handy, buddy. We'll see you soon. Welcome in. Another potential spot just in front of us. I wonder, right? I'm looking at this area just here. Will that be suitable? I mean, maybe, right? Kubi, good morning. You fly with a G5? Nice. This could be a possible area for a base camp. So we'll remember this area, we'll call it the Two Islands. Two Islands Airfield, that could be nice. I think this neck of the woods, lads, I think this neck of the woods could be the place. Like, we've plenty of low areas, right? And if we were saying, if we were going to go over there, it's a little bit slanty, but it'll work. That's probably too close. Jesus. We've got some areas here on the right-hand side as well. There's another two islands where you can see the terrain getting all very tricky now. So, yeah, man, I think this is a really good area. Now, whether or not we can get the aircraft down there is anyone's guess, but sure, listen, let's try it. Let's see what we can do. We'll do a very low pass first, just to make sure there's nothing that, like, you know, come out of the ground and explode, right? Let's speed here a little. We've 1 notch of flaps deployed, so we can go up to about 110 knots without worrying too much. Easy now. Let's roll out. So those two small little islands, I mean, that could work. Now, if we do decide to put a base camp here, we need to give it a name, lads, right? So we can go Island River, Two Islands River, River Island, right? Alright, watch your speed. Ease it back. So we're considering this neck of the woods here, just with the trees kind of back off a bit. It doesn't look too bad. Relatively short. We'll need to keep an eye on it. Watch your speed. Terrain is a bit bumpy. I mean, I reckon we could make it work. It is certainly nice. 2 Island Bend. Should do that, yes. Right, watch your speed. Got a bit of a turn here. It's no doubt a challenging little airplane or airstrip if we do decide to put one here. Because you have all that high terrain around you. And you're going to be limited then, obviously, on the type of aircraft we can operate here. Caravan would be fine. Kodiak. That kind of stuff. Oh, I think it's nice here. What do you think, lads? Isn't this pretty? This could be very pretty. So we're about 20 miles out. Oh, amphibian will be better. Yeah, beaver maybe. River Bend Ranch. Liking the sound of that. Okay, so our own Cessna should be up here in about 20 minutes. Bounty Live, hello. Welcome in. I like this area. Let's go with this for our plan to drop a base camp, right? Now, we also have the shore right here. Or we can indeed put it on the small island. But you're kind of cut off from everything with that island. You know what I mean? Rahan, good to see you. Or is it Rahanch? You're very welcome in. Yeah, like down right by the shoreline there, you can kind of see it's not very hospitable. Alright, we'll climb a bit. Yipsy daisy. And we're going to head back down to the airport. You get a 747 in here? Right? 80 knots. Watch the rate of climb. Full power. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a challenge around here, isn't it? Rylan. Me too, buddy. Me too. Okay, so we're definitely going to use this location. So we're going to head back now to Dawson City, and hopefully by the time we get there, our Cessna will, the Cessna that we need, that we've leased, should be there. And let's see if we can get, you know, let's see if we can get our base camp loaded. All right, let's continue on. It is nice here, isn't it? Imagine what it looks like in the summer. Beautiful. Okay, we'll follow on the river back the way. Great views, man. It's absolutely gorgeous here, isn't it? And the sky colours, man alive. So keep the power up. You bought the Innie A350 today. You have an RTX 5080, but on max settings, my FPS is going down to 30. I would ease off max settings. Bring your... anything that has a slider, bring it down. So like if your LOD for terrain and objects is at max, bring them halfway down and see how you get on. Also, buildings, grass, trees, rocks, plants, if they're on ultra, bring them back down to high. Also, make sure you're using frame gen. And if you have a 5080, you can use frame gen times 4. That'll boost your frames. It is heavy, but you should be able to get, like, you have a 5080, you will get good performance. What processor do you have? Because it could be bottlenecked. freezing out. Just checking your local weather here in Boston, minus 12. Yikes, minus 12? Hey, Rustum, good to see you, buddy. Come stop. Man, look at those clouds. Or change to a standard cabin? Yeah. Yeah, good call, Commander Balosh. Yeah, that'll work too. Alright. So, we're going to head back down to Dawson. And the plan will be then that our Cessna should be there. And hopefully this works now, you know. We can live in hope. Beautiful views, look. You haven't maxed out. Yeah, don't max them out. Bring them right back. Bring your LOD halfway. Have you got a 4K or 1440 monitor? Your monitor, well, don't worry too much about the FPS. I mean, it's all about smoothness. But if you have the LOD for terrain and objects on full, that'll bring any sim to its knees, especially in an A350. Right, we're kind of rental mode at the moment, but that's quite okay. Morning, Murph. It looks beautiful. The scenery, that is. Filthy, how are you? Yeah, this is pretty, isn't it? It's gorgeous, man. The terrain here is superb. It'll be interesting now to see how we get on with a base camp. Doron, good to see you, buddy. Hello from Ireland. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're having an awesome day. So we're here in Canada, eh? I suppose we're in British Columbia. We are. We're between British Columbia and Alaska. Papa Alpha Echo Golf, that's an Alaskan ICAO, isn't it? Rental power is on. It is. Egged Barley, good to see you, bud. Only happens with the A350. Yeah, I just dropped them down a little bit. We're bouncing around because of our speed, and there is a little bit of windage. Now the good news is this little flight that we're doing is definitely going to help us with our battery. Yeah, PA is Alaska. Infected Tam, hi from Sweden. Hello from Ireland. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're having a great day. A Tuesday day. It's now 8 degrees in Tipperary. Yeah, sure, listen, the shorts will be coming out now in a while, I'd say. Jesus. Right. Let's bring up Garmin here for a second. So, that's where we flew up to. And now we're just heading back down the way into Dawson, Bear Creek, and then into Dawson City Airport. So that's what we're currently doing. Not a fan of the Cessnas? In the Yukon, that's the one. It's very pretty. Hey, Toto is here. Good afternoon. Hope you're well, buddy. Doing the work, Lurkage. Excellent. What server? Southeast Asian server. I don't think we have anyone flying with us. But we're on the server if you want to join in. Virtue Sim, good day. Hope you're well, buddy. Commander Fraser, what map app was that? That was Garmin Pilot. It's on my iPad. Now Garmin Pilot, it's a real world EFB, which it costs, right? They give you a free trial, it's worth it. Check out the free trial. Like, Navigraph is like the absolute king when it comes to flight simulation, but what I like about Garmin Pilot, it has a lot of other features in it, like the scratch pad. We can check out the airport maps. It also has synthetic vision built into it. It's running a little bit rough now. It'll calm itself down. There you go. Isn't that class, isn't it? 757 is your favourite? Yes. Franklin, good day. Hello from Canada. Hello from Tipperary. Put the kettle on, Franklin. We're over your neck of the woods. Well, sort of nearly. We're about to fly into Dawson City, which is going to be a left turn just over here. Oh wow, look at the Look at the view there. What a lovely little area. Very nice. Okay, so I think we go left here, isn't it? It is. Left we go. We're still at speed here. Aircraft should arrive in about 15 minutes. Power setting's good. Let's ramble in. Got some cars down there. Alright, ease off for speed a little bit. Murph, have you tried the updated Las Vegas yet? I have not, Roy. It is plagued with bugs. Elevation issues, bugs all over the shop. It needs more time in the oven. So we'll have to wait for that one. Alright, easy does it. I'm just thinking, do I own... Oh no, I don't. I don't own a 172 in X-Plane. Well, I do, but I don't own it for OnAir. Waiting it is? Yeah, I think so, buddy. It's a shame. I mean, they've been working on that since like June of last year. I don't know what's causing all the issues for folks. And like, whoever did their closed testing, like, shocking. Shocking. Man, this area is friggin' gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. Okay, airport is 5 miles off the nose. What do you recommend when it comes to the world updates? Could I stream it or download them? I just stream them. Although in saying that, some of them weren't working for me last night when we were in Waterloo. But that's the advantage of 2024. You don't need to download it. It'll just stream. You know? Flight Tampa isn't the high-end developer anymore. Yeah, I think so. Which is sad, because, like, I mean, they really had great products. 96 gigs of RAM, you got a gold mine sitting in your PC. Yeah. RAM prices have gone ridiculous. Is now. Bear Creek. That's what this is called. Bear Creek.
Altitude.
That's okay. 1,000 feet below. You set in 2.5-ish. It's gas, right? So, okay, the 172. Rather simplistic plane considering what's available in the sim. But there's still quite a lot going on here. And that's what I like about the WBSim. It just enhances the default stuff, you know? The scenery, yeah, it's savage. What hardware? Infectitam for which? For peripherals or in the PC? A mix of a bit of everything, really. So you'll notice at the start we were having problems with our power, electrical, and then the aircraft engine itself. Everything's now warmed up, which is great, and the aircraft is running very smooth, butterly smooth. But it's you know, waiting for aircraft to warm up to their optimum temperature. Like, they're far more sensitive than, say, a car. Like, okay, you've automatic choke put into most cars now, but like, just allowing it to warm up takes ages, you know? For the PC, so exclamation point specs, that'll give you a full list of all the components that I used. Tam, exclamation point specs, that'll give you the full list. Commander Freezer says, do you have any idea if Sim FX is ever going to make it into 2024? I mean, look, I imagine they want to bring it in, right? I imagine they will. Balls. I'm just trying to think, have I gone for the wrong runway? Let's find out. The Fury 6 I purchased last summer are now up from 249 to a whopping 899. Jesus. That's crazy, Roy.
Altitude.
RGB. Alright, so quick check. Mixture rich. We'll go lights on. And we'll start to turn in. Notch of flaps. Easy now. Oh man, it's so pretty up here, isn't it? Ridiculous, it really is. Yeah. Highway robbery, it's frightening. Frightening. Alright, speed's at 80, second notch of flaps. That'll bring our speed down to about 75. And we watch our turn in here. There's the poppy lights. Big tree in the way. I'll watch those. Captain Kenobi, good to see you, buddy. Bonjour, monsieur. Hope you're having a great day. Alright, 70 knots are looking good. What happened to the yoke? What yoke? Easy now. Alright, we'll keep it at 2 notches of flaps. 70 knots. Here's our aiming zone. Mind the trees. Little bit of a crosswind. Try and get ourselves straightened up. Slower speed over the threshold. 65. There's 60. Kill the power. Hold the nose. A little bit too aggressive, Murph. Watch the flare.
Landing time logged.
79 feet will take it. Watch the centre line. Small bit of braking. Bit of power back in. Flaps coming in. And we'll get ourselves turned around. And onto the ramp. Easy now. Okay, over to the right. Right or left? To the left. Easy. It's a Cessna and you're using a side stick. I use a joystick for everything. I do have yokes there, but it's for streaming it's way easier. Plus, I mean, look, the reality is, right? You know, people kind of lose their... what are you doing? The reality is this. Even in a real aircraft, 95% of your time, you've only one hand on the yoke. So it's pretty much like using a side stick. It's pretty much the same, right? Easy now. Welcome to Canada's Yukon. This is gorgeous here, isn't it? Right, let's hold station. Parking brake has been set. We'll go ahead and get rid of the landing lights, taxi lights, strobe lights. Get rid of this guy here as well. Let's have a look. Avionics coming off. And mixture.
Engine off time logged. The flight is finished.
Fuel pump.
It has been monitored by
Nav and
OnAir.
beacon. Battery. And it's all off. Okay, sweet. Quick check here now, so we can see that the engine health 99%. Pushback, that's all okay. Wheel chocks. So we're going to go for the chocks. Leave the tie downs off for the moment. There's our beautiful plane. And that's it. Like driving a manual in the city, one hand on the gear nearly all the time. Exactly, Epic Fool. Exactly. Captain Kenobi says, all right, big question for Murphy and Fireflies. A2A Comanche or Just Flight Piper Arrow? Just Flight make gorgeous airplanes, but I would have to say the Comanche. The Comanche is like, it's next level in terms of what AccuSim does. Do you know? My flight instructor in Cessnas told me I had to have my hand on the throttle all the time. Yeah. But you do. It's one hand on the throttle, one hand on the stick. I am very wisdomness. Yes, 100%. Now, we're getting great reports here out of OnAir. Let's bring up the old menu. So it tells me we've just reached level 5. Happy days. Level 5. So let's go in and have a look at the flight record. Now, we didn't actually get to where it is we were supposed to go. So I don't know how this is going to score us. Landing. Didn't like the landing. Couple of bounces. So that was our flight up and down the road. Perfect. We'll go back here. We're going to okay this. We're now level 5, lads. This is brilliant. So in terms now of our aircraft, what time are we? We're 12:41. So let's go in and have a look at our aircraft. So this is leased location. So I reckon we can choose this puppy now. So create a work order. And let's see if we can do this. Create a new order, right? And we're going to say, that's the aircraft. Departure. Activate. Select a pilot, which would be me. Co-pilot don't need. Now, in terms of work order, aircraft crew legs map. Right, we'll activate this. Are you sure you want to start? No payload selected. Oh, balls. Payload. Departure. Pilot, co-pilot. Location. Set up legs. Aha. Route by. There's our base camp. Right. So, can we add this now? Load it. Gross weight. Payload. Available. Activate. You'll need to fill a destination airport and an alternate airport. Destination. CYDA. Load up fuel. 80 gallons. We're slightly overweight. Load up fuel. 50 gallons. We're still on balls. We're overweight here. 40 gallons. That'll do. No fuel operation. That's okay. Range 30-minute reserve. Okay, that's perfect. 500 miles. It's loads. So we want to load this. What's this now? Murph Douglas Bader. So I'm the pilot. That's the leg. Activate. Work order. Waiting for aircraft ferry to end. Total estimated time 30 minutes. ETA 1313. Waiting for the aircraft ferry to end. Well, where is it, you devil? Let's go back. 12:41. It'll be here at 13:13. All of this is OnAir Company, and it is brilliant. Brilliant. So we've got to wait, 20 minutes? So he started the transfer at 12:41. He's due in at 13:13. Let's go back one. Okay, so we have a work order. So dashboard. Work orders. Don't know what that one is. This is the flight we want to do. But we can't do it just yet. Let's delete that one. 11:43, distance time inactive. Delete that. This is the one we want, right? This is for free flight. Yeah. So this one here, this flight, once the aircraft becomes available, which will be here in about half an hour, we should be good. We should be good. Okay. So, let me see. Trading hall, my goods. Base camp, right? And what we're going to do, we're going to fly this cargo up to that location. There's no way to look at the map to show us the aircraft. Sure does not. My aircraft. So that's the aircraft in question. Work order has been assigned to it. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Waiting for aircraft ferry to end. So it's halfway there. ETA, about 30 minutes, right? Its annual is in 73 days. Workshop inspection in 96 hours. The airframe has almost 600 hours on it. So it should be on it'll be on the map, I'd say, is it? Easy now. Okay, so it's just waiting on this guy to come in. Now it says it's there. Ferry until, see that? Ferry until 12:46. So according to the map, it's there. It turns free flight into career mode. Absolutely. It is phenomenally good. Yeah, still reckons waiting for aircraft ferry to end. Okay. So let me see. Dashboard. And then work orders. You have 1 pending work order. Now we have some skill points here as well, lads. We've now hit level 5, right? So we have 2 points to spend here. So let's look at what we're doing. FBOs, workshop fuel, passenger license, training facilities, bank loans. I reckon we now need to progress on our FBO agreements. You know what I mean? Ahmed Aviator, am I the guy behind AnyBuilds? No, I'm partnered with AnyBuilds, but I don't work for the company. Stu, have a good day, buddy. It turns free flight into career mode, pretty much. So we've 2 points here. I mean, we can push them to like medical jobs or, you know, better instructors and all this jazz. But I really want to push further on our FBO agreement. I mean, that's the direction that we're going. So we're going to add 2 points to that. Because I don't think I can grab... I don't think I can grab the workshops. Oh, wait, you can. Oh, balls, I didn't know you can do that. Hang on a second. So, I thought these were locked. So, hang on. Workshop agreements. Unlocks building level of 1 for our FBO. That's going to be important because if we need to repair our aircraft, you know what I mean? Negotiate parking or better parking fees, enhanced queries, last minute jobs, training facilities, aircraft in use. Okay, so they're locked. But these guys, mechanics training or workshop. Okay. So workshop agreements, unlock building of level 1. We've 2 points, right? So if I... Oh yeah, so 2 points is each workshop. Okay. There's some settings about instant transfer, or maybe it's in another career mode or career mode app. Yeah, I thought there was an instant transfer, but yeah, I can't find it on this unless it's in our options. Let's go with workshops. We're going to save that. Options, preferences, cumulus options, instant transport employee, or transport player. That's all we can do. Unlock all, disable employee arrest, don't force sim, disable landings, disable seat configuration. These are options you get in some of the different worlds. I don't think there's any instant transport aircraft. World transfer and economies. You are currently in cumulus. That's grand. Company mode. Application. Sim. Flight tracking. ATC information. Automatically update community packages. Write ATC information in the sim. Say intentions pilot key. Ooh. Failures. Register. In-flight sim connect autosave. Realistic procedures. Disable flight scrolling. Enable flight scoring. Interesting. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it in here. Pre-fill destination. Instant cargo. Automatically unload. Use small airports. Sim vanilla. Exclude airports not in sim brief. Yeah, okay. Save all that. My company and work orders. So 13. Once we get to 1:15, we'll get a little green tick to fly on this. So that's cool, right? Drop this guy out for the minute. Let's go back in and just read over what we're doing. So once we have loaded the aircraft, once we load the aircraft, we fly to the destination, fly to the intended base camp location, any safe place where you can land. Land, shut down your engine, register the flight, and then on the flight summary page, then we click deploy the base camp. Before deploying, you may position the base camp on the map to use preview in sim button. We'll have to watch for that. So we need to give it a name, and then we'll give it an identifier. Once everything is correct, click deploy Basecamp to finalize the creation. Basecamp installed. Once deployed, the Basecamp appears with OnAir. A 3D model is injected into your sim. And then we can see what the story is there. That's pretty cool. I think that 1313 is when it expects the order to complete. Yeah, like it was saying to be here at 12:46, but it's still waiting. ETA. Total estimated time 30 minutes. Oh wait, hang on. Oh wait, brilliant. It's ready to fly. We just got a notification. Preparing flight data. Duh, duh, duh. Right lads, it's all happening now. So, let's have a look. Weight and balance of the aircraft. What were we saying, 54%? Oh no, Jesus, don't dump fuel. What were we at, 74%? 74%. Hello. Okay, so you need to select a pilot. Why can't I select, oh Jesus, have I to transport me? My employees, Murph, manage, transport, CYDA, start. Transport will be instantaneous, cost us $9 grand to get Murphy up there. You go on, Jesus! There we are now, brilliant. Oh, we're on Cumulus. Okay, why can't I select this flight? Murph, yes. Now, UTC offset. What time is it in the sim here, actually? So, it's 11:53. Bring it up there to about 13. 13. Here we go. 12:53 will do. So we're now going to validate all of this. We're loading. It just says load. 1 of 1950. Right. Let's have a look. Cargo 191. Let's go with that. Validate our fuel and payload. And we're going to say fly now. Launching aircraft tracker. Total payload. Auto set. Auto set. And we're going to start tracking. Excellent choice. Okay, aircraft is loaded. Brilliant. Okay, here we go. So wheel chocks, get rid of those. This is exciting, lads. We're going to be taking a base camp with us. All right. So let me see. Parking brake is set. Fuel all off. Battery coming on. 24.7. I'm going to watch this. Fuel pump. Open throttle. Get our nav and beacon light on. 1, 2, and 3. Pump off. Clear prop.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Engine is still warm. Excellent stuff. Alternator coming on. Ease off. Mixture while we're on the ground. We don't want to be cooking it. Get our taxi lights coming on. Fuel pump. Leave it off for the moment. We're going to reset all this stuff here. Alright. Alright, we've got a good start in the engine. Reset the barrow. Barrow is now set. This is all terribly exciting. Aircraft is just ticking over nicely. And just wait for avionics now to light up. Transponder! We are via 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright. Okay, I think we're good. Are we ready? Off the brakes. Apply a small bit of power. And now we're going to head back up to that little area. And we need to land as well, so we got to be very careful. Very careful. Okay. Easy, does it? I wonder, can we go straight up from here? Better not. We'll go the opposite direction. You've yet to set up a base camp. You bought the kit but haven't deployed it yet. I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be fun. Watch our speed here as we taxi. You gotta love the L172. Lots of flaps. Man, it's like ice skating with the ground handling. Easy now. Okay, so after takeoff, it's going to be up to the left-hand side again. Bears Bikes, good to see you, buddy. OnAir just makes me wish 2024 career mode was more like it. OnAir is an incredible add-on for your sim, and it doesn't have to be just on 24. It works with X-Plane, it works with 2020, P3D. It is excellent. I loved OnAir for a long while, but all the base and company stuff gets annoying fast as DK. You have to wait hours, days, weeks. Oh, low volt warning. Can this be used to say intentions? Yeah, it'll actually link with say intentions. So you can get like a free 7-day trial with OnAir, and like it depends what you want to do in it. You don't have to do the industry stuff and build your own empire. I mean, you can just fly company routes. It'll give you excellent log details of all your flights. Build up your own repertoire, your own kind of legend, if you like. And it has missions which are deadly. Search and rescue, air ambulance, cargo. Very, very good. And if you really want to expand things, you could interlock your on-air experience with say intentions. You have a channel called Bear's Planes. You're very welcome in, Bear. Good to see you, bud. I know that name. But yeah, like if you were to link this in with say intentions, for example, say intentions understands what's going on with OnAir, you get a very immersive, complete experience. It's brilliant, man. It's brilliant. I'm Pierce is here. Good to see you, buddy. Right, so are we ready? Fuel pump on takeoff. We're walking, talking. Flaps are doing what they need to do. Alright, friends, let's go flying. Takeoff power set. The needle is moving. Knots. 55. Oopsie daisy. Little bit of weight, so we'll go to 60. There she goes.
Airborne time logged.
Little bit of the crosswind. Oopsie daisy. 65 knots. I'm going to be aiming for about 74 here. Let that speed build up a bit. Watch the tree. Alright, flaps in. There's our speed coming up, and we'll climb on out. Pretty much the same route again, right? We want to head up to where we saw those two little islands. Nickel Slick, good to see you. My VA uses OnAir on Thunder Classic. Yeah, it's pretty mad, isn't it? Stefan, this is definitely an option for you. I mean, if you're looking for reasons for flying, this is definitely it, man. This is definitely it. Like as I said, like if you want to, if you want to expand, the immersion, well, fire up a bit of say intentions, right? And what else we do? I need to change me stuff. Pilot portal. And we're just going to change our identity here. Be mindful of the ground, Murph. You can't play chicken with it, despite your best efforts. Okay, aircraft call sign. Easy now. Easy now. What's your climb? Ah, brilliant. Shane is a tour guide. G'day, Shane. Hope you're well. This could be hilarious.
Hello there, I'm doing great, thanks for asking. Ready for another epic day of aviation sightseeing with you.
So come here to me now, right? We were only chatting in the real world a few moments ago. It's Murph here, by the way. How are you getting on?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. Always excited to be up here sharing the skies and some laughs with you.
Nice one. All right, Shane, tell us an old joke there, will you? Brilliant. Jesus, mind the terrain, Murph, will you?
All right, here's a classic. Why don't pilots ever get lost? Because they always take flight instructions.
Ah, Jesus. Easy now.
Hello there. I think you might have mistaken me for someone else. I'm Shane, your trusty tour guide, not Jesus. But I'm always here to keep you entertained on our flight.
Thank you. Brilliant.
Leaving altitude.
Murph, give us an old joke there, will you? This better be better.
Ah, sure thing. Give me a shout if you want to know about anything else out the window. I'm ready and raring to go.
No, tell me a joke. Jesus.
Leaving altitude.
Alright, here's one for you. Why don't Irish airplanes ever get lost? Because even the clouds have a bit of a map in their pocket. Slant A to navigate in the skies.
What? Give me another joke. For crying out loud. That didn't even make sense.
Ah, no bother. I'll keep the jokes to myself for now. So, just let me know if you want a bit of crack later.
Yeah, no, tell me another joke now.
Can I get a refund?
There's no refunds.
Alright, here's one for you. Why did the airplane bring a suitcase to the party? Because it wanted to have a little baggage claim. Sure, we all carry a bit of extra weight, don't we?
MDA is here. Good to see you, buddy. Jesus, it's all happening now. We just got raided by MDA. What a legend. Hope you're having a great stream, man. Right, hang on a second. Right, Shane, I asked Murph for a joke and it wasn't great. So you need to tell me a better joke. Ah, Jesus. MDA, thank you very much indeed. Jesus, 37
All right,
months.
here goes. Why did the airplane get sent to its room? Because it had a bad altitude.
Had a bad altitude. That wasn't much better, in fairness, Shane. You need to work on them jokes, fella. Brilliant.
Leaving altitude.
I
Fair
don't
enough.
know.
I'll have to brush up on my comedy routine. Maybe I'll stick to aviation facts and leave the jokes to Simblets. He's got a real talent for crash landings.
Yeah, see, you're always taking the dentist out of Simblets. The Simblets on this. No. I thought his voice was in there. Or maybe he's a co-pilot, is he? Right, Murph. Oz Flight Simmer is telling better jokes than you can, so you need to tell us a really good joke now. Come on, Murph. Virtual Murph.
Alright, here goes, straight from the Emerald Isle. Why did the leprechaun refuse to fly the airplane? Because he was afraid he'd leave his pot of gold in the overhead bin. Sure, you wouldn't want to lose your lucky charms at 30,000 feet, would you now?
No, just no. Can you try again? A funny joke. One that's humorous, you know, of the funny kind.
Alright, here's a proper one for you. Why did the airplane sit in the shade? Because it didn't want to be a little plane. Sure, even the aircraft need a break from the Yukon sun, don't they now?
Murph, what goes up but never comes down? I'm terrified where this is going to go.
Ah, that's a classic one. The answer is your age. Sure, it only goes one way, doesn't it?
Well, yes, correct. But also helium, you know.
Ah, you're dead right. Helium goes up and doesn't come down either. Unless you're after letting go of a balloon. And then it's off to the stratosphere, so it is.
Listen. Shane, what goes up that never goes down? Did Brian inject... I don't know what you did.
Oh, that's a classic riddle. The answer is your age. It always goes up and never comes down.
What about helium?
Helium is a colorless, odorless gas discovered in 1868 by French astronomer Jules Janssen during a solar eclipse.
Very good. But doesn't helium also go up and never comes down?
You're right, helium does rise because it's lighter than air, but eventually it disperses or escapes into space, so it doesn't stay up forever.
Second question. What can you put in a barrel that makes it lighter? We're testing the IQ here to Shane. Brilliant.
That's a classic riddle. The answer is a hole. If you put a hole in a barrel, it makes it lighter.
Pause. He knew it. Third question. What gets wet the more it dries?
That's a classic riddle. The answer is a towel. The more it dries, the wetter it gets.
He knows his stuff, this fella. Right. Alright, Shane, what can you tell us about this location?
We're currently flying just west of Dawson City, a historic gold rush town in Yukon, Canada, famous for its role in the Klondike Gold Rush of the late 1890s. The area is surrounded by rugged wilderness, with the Yukon River winding through the landscape. Dawson City was once the largest city north of Seattle and west of Winnipeg during the Gold Rush era. Today it's known for its preserved frontier-style buildings and as a gateway to exploring the wilds of northern Canada.
It's very good. What does this eat, you think? Right, Murph, you're up. What can you tell us about this location? Please be good. Please be good.
This spot we're over now is just west of Dawson City, right in the heart of the Yukon. It's famous for the Klondike Gold Rush of 1896, when thousands of prospectors flooded the area, hoping to strike it rich. The landscape below us is shaped by the mighty Yukon River, which has been a lifeline for people and wildlife alike for centuries.
Right. Well, now that we got that out of our system, great job, lads, great job. What about ATC? So we've Dawson City, control? Dawson City, good day, November 235 Romeo Mike, Cessna 172, we're flying up along the Yukon, currently at 1,500, request flight following. Do.
November 23. 5 negative radar contact. Remain clear of controlled airspace. Report entering U.S. airspace.
Roger. Jesus, we don't have it. Right. Let's not all panic. Dawson City, we can't talk to them? So there's no center, obviously. But anyway, you get the idea, right? Saying Tensions is so much fun. And yes, you can have a bit of a mess and have the laugh. Of course you can. But in general, it also makes your flights way more immersive. And I have to say, Shane, you sound absolutely deadly. Right now, was this the... Did I just fly past the place? I did. I thought it was further on up, no? Was it not further up we were? Would you get around the first corner? Yeah, no, we're not there yet. I'll keep going. Chug along. Now, fuel pump, landing lights, taxi lights, leave them off for the moment as we shall approach where it is we're trying to get to. Is this it? It's similar to it, but it's not it. I think it's around the corner still, isn't it? Right. We'll keep on going and see what happens, sure. Oh man, look at that. Contact Games, you're very welcome aboard. Right, we're getting there. We're nearly at our planned little destination. We just follow on this river, lads. But it's looking good. Hey, Nige B, good to see you, man. Welcome in. A very happy Tuesday to you. Now, is it one of these? I think it is. It is. Some tunage. With the old WBSim. Oh yeah. Here's Bikes. Welcome back, buddy. Ramble on, ramble on. The area in which we're going to try and touch down. She'll be grand. Nothing to worry about here at all. Yep, she's totally safe. Bit of trim. Easy now, Jemima. Right, landing lights. Let's see who we get on. On like just mad terrain. Let's see what happens here, sports fans. And our plan is to deploy our base camp. So speed is coming down nicely. We'll go for a notch of flaps. And let's see what happens here. How much is my setup? You kind of pick it up over the years. Like, I think the most expensive item for anyone is going to be their PC, right? Now, we need to make sure this is a terribly smooth and soft landing. Bring that power back further. Second notch of flaps. Easy now. We're almost idling. Mixture rich. Small bit of power. Watch our speed. Full flaps. Hey, Eddie's here. Good to see you. Watch the speed. 60 knots, right? We're going to try and touch down on this area. This is where we want our base camp. And hopefully the terrain here is flat and we don't break anything. Adoran, welcome in. Okay, watch the bushels and the trees and the twigs and the vagina. All right, hold the nose. Hold the nose.
Landing time logged.
It didn't like our landing. Oh, Jesus.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy snooze.
Chop, chop, shut the thing off. Pitched. Right, we're down safely. Tony got his Discord back. Oh, nice. Right, the terrain here, lads. Ooh. It's, well, it's a bumpy one. It is doable. But it's a bumpy one. Right, park and brake. Let's see what happens, right? Should be grand, should be grand. Let me see, transponder coming off. Go, lights. Off. Alternator keep on.
Engine off time logged. The flight is finished. It has been monitored by OnAir.
All right. Now we bring up OnAir. Because we have some options, look. It says here, deploy our base camp. This is all terribly exciting. So we're going to click deploy base camp. And now we get to name it and place it in the simulator. This is awesome. So how do we deploy the base camp? So, hang on, let's go back into our options here. Let's make sure we're reading this correctly. So, on the summary page, deploy the base camp. Before deploying, you may position the base camp on the map and use the preview in sim button to display a 3D preview directly in your sim. So we want to do that, right? So where's our option? Preview. Aerial, physical. So we want to actually drop this into the sim. So how do we actually do this? Don't deploy where you crashed. Listen, deploy our base camp, right? So our identifier is going to be, well, the name, right? We need a name. Stu gave us a nice one earlier on. What did he call it? Stu Snape, what did you call the thing with the yoke? Let's have a look. Riverbend Ranch. We're going to call it Riverbend Ranch, right? Come on, Stu. Our identifier will be, we're in Canada. So do we do, C, well, hang on, this is going to come up weird. What if we do TTM or TT or B? That's probably a real ICAO code. So an identifier. C, Y, or V. Description, right? We'll start with an X. You could do with that. No, if we do C, Y, or V, we should be okay with that. C, Y, or V. Let's do a world check. C, Y, or V. C, Y, or V, ICAO. We're good. We're good. Doesn't exist. Tima, good to see you. Okay, so first base camp of Crash Logistics. Okay. You'll need all 6. Do you need 6? Manage 3D scenery displayed. Position terrain markers to flag the location. No, I think we can use 6 letters or numbers. TTM. Okay. So TTM, Y or V. We'll do C because we know we're in Canada. TTM, C or V, right? Elevation. But how do we... I know it says deploy base camp. What I'm a little bit worried here is, can we move the divil? Because it says before deploying it, you may position the base camp on the map and use the preview in sim button to display it. I don't know where I can display that. Like, right? Where do you... Like, where does it show us that? Do you know what I mean? Shouldn't really matter. TTM, C or V. Riverbend. Riverbend Ranch, the first base camp of crash logistics. So I can see it there, and we have neighborhood, city, state, world, aerial view, physical view, shaded road, road view, terrain, topographic, or aerial. So it's where our airplane is, but I just don't see the option, right? The winds are mad, are they, Vespa? No way. The eyeball at the bottom of the map. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Okay, well, let's see if we... Let's hit deploy and see what happens. Base camp installed. Okay. Loading airport data. No, I'll try that as well, Squawk. All right, let's have a look here now. So, set default, pick an image. Oh, look at this. So here's our base. Oh, we can move it here, look. Ah, we can move it here. So I think if we put our base camp, we're going to be landing somewhere along here, and our parking can be just there. So our base camp goes here, and we'll park just there. How's that? Or we park on this side. Okay. Pick an image, add on URL, landing fees. Why not? Hourly parking fee. Why not? Save. Airport saved. Okay. Now the question is, will this be injected into our sim? Right? Once everything is correct, click deploy and finalize the creation. Base camp installed. Once deployed, it'll appear on the map. You can use the position plane and simulator button to position your aircraft when you start a flight from your base camp. Okay. So let's now go into... that's saved. Airport saved, right? So if we now go to... let me see. We'll go back to... How do we do this now? There's our base camp. So let's just go to the operations map. Right? And here's our base camp up the road. Is it? So, let me see. Show my FBOs. Show base camps. Second. There we go. So we're going to say company dashboard, right? Can we do a free flight? So from our location, TTM, and let's go TTM CRV. TTM CRV. So to our airport from our airport, right? Gesundheit, I sneezed. Right, let's click fly. Fly now. And we want to position the aircraft, right? So destination is going to be TTCRV. TTM. Riverbend Ranch, right? Let's see what we can do here now. Managed by the operator. Now, where does it say position? Let's see. Connected, right? Validate our fuel. We need to click position ourselves in the simulator. That's what it said. Base camp play a crucial role. Oh, that's cool. You can now use the position plane in simulator button to position the aircraft. Okay, but where is that? Position in the compatible add-ons, aircraft details. So it knows we're here, right? My aircraft, work orders, freelance, industries dashboard, my FBOs. The company doesn't have an FBO yet. Ah, we do have a base camp. We don't have an FBO. Isn't that right? So if we want an FBO, how do we build one at an airport? TTM or V display. So it's a size 0. So I wonder, not available in SimBrief. That's grand. Private airstrip owned by us. That's awesome. So can we build something in here? Base camp. Position aircraft in the sim. Preview in the sim. Oh, look at this. That's awesome. Hold tight. So hang on a second. Let's get some views going here. Look at this. There's our base camp, man. Now we need to turn the devil around. That's deadly. Look at this, man. And here's some parking. And then we've got some signage stuck in a tree. So we need to move this, yeah? Yeah, I think they do, Oz. Yeah, I think they do. That's class. So we've just injected our own little base camp in, but we might need to just edit it a small bit. So if we were to go to, let me see, add a terrain marker. So let's have a look, right? So can we, yeah, we can, but how do I move this gadget? How do I rotate it? Facing the water is grand though. It is, but I want to be able to turn the gadget. How do we boost properties, factories, activities, my assets? So the Cessna is there. General, services, my assets, activity. So another aircraft is there. Properties. So early park. So this must be where we do it, but I don't know how can we turn it? Preview and sim is, yeah, no, we can see that now. Is there a slider to rotate? I don't see one. I don't see one. Rotate with mouse scroll wheel? No. There's no way to move that. In the scenery on the right of each object. Scenery. Ah, look. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Mad teamer. Okay, so we want our base camp. Our base camp is okay. We'll turn it over this way a little bit. Like that. Right? There's our base camp. And we'll put parking down here. We'll put parking over here. Right? And let's save. Airport saved. Preview in the sim. Oh, now you're talking. Now you're talking. Look at this. So there's our parking, right? Ah, this is very good, isn't it? Jesus. Time of day. Brighten it up here so we can actually see what we're doing. Really? Make it summertime. Oh, yeah. That's awesome, man, isn't it? So here's a base camp now. Now, in terms of upgrading it, I wonder what our options are going to be, right? This is awesome, isn't it brilliant? This is brilliant. I wonder... Yeah, I wonder if we can, like, upgrade the gadget. So you can see where our parking is. I imagine we park in between that little area, which is, to be honest, that's now wrong. So let's go in and just edit this guy. So we'll put our parking out a little bit so we can actually get in behind it. That makes sense? And if we're doing that, sure, we're as well to park over here. Somewhere like that. So let's save it. It's saved and pop it in, right? Now, in terms of boosts, weekly cost, logistics center, freelance, okay, FBO workshop. So FBO is probably what we want to do here. We don't have factories. We could create a factory, canning or a food mixer, Wilderness. Ooh. A hunting camp. Now, in order for us to do this, available products are here. But for us to do that, we need to bring in the resources for it. You know what I mean? Ibanez, thanks for joining us. Good to see you, man. Good afternoon. You can also set up a seaplane base camp. No way. Okay, so a logging camp, okay, so we can't do a logging camp. Create a new factory. Factory name. So we'll call it River Ranch Factory. Well, we'll create a factory. Okay. Factory tier 1 input. A hunting camp. So we need these resources. Build. So we need lumber, builder, steel bars, and industry points. So let me see. Where can we buy this stuff? Buy the lumber. Log into trading hall. Oh, look at this, man. You're going to buy the stuff? What? And then the seller. Oh, this is nuts. So this is for lumber. So how much did we need? Was it 2 or 10? We need 10 lumber. And what's this 40? Is that our money? No. So we need a builder. So you need 2 builder contracts from the trading hall. What? Right? Price difference. So we need 2 builders for 6.5 grand. So we need to buy 2 builders and they're at a different airport. Does that mean we need to fly down and grab them? And the same with these resources. We need to fly down and grab them, right? So this is nuts. Look how far away they are. Jesus, that's miles away, right? So we need to be up here somewhere. So what's here, look? There's no options in terms of these guys up here. Right, let's not worry about this because we're getting ahead of ourselves. So that's a factory. And we're missing the equipment, so that's grand, right? What I do want is going to be the FBO. So create my own FBO. You're going to create an FBO. To fully exploit it, you're going to need to invest in the workshop agreement, which we got. So let's say, okay. So the FBO, River Ranch, cargo hangar. We'll put in some fuel here as well. Right? Sell fuel. We'll have cheap fuel. I don't know, $7.50 a gallon. Crew rooms, aircraft tie downs 2. Crew rooms 1. Get a quotation. Total price, weekly ownership. Okay. Project management and paperwork will be done in 30 minutes. Our license will be ready in 2 days. Cargo capacity will be added in 4 hours and 10 minutes. Same with our fuel. A crew room will take a day, and then the paperwork will take 2 hours. So it's going to cost us 12,000. We got 12,000, so let's do it. Yes. So we now have an FBO operating here. So my assets, aircraft, activity, grand, factories, no, properties. I don't think I can increase anything here. We do have parking, which is nice. Scenery, base camp. There's a factory. This is our hunting camp, right? So why don't we move this guy and put him somewhere fairly close to us, right? So a hunting camp. Why don't we put him over this little hill there? Or maybe over here. We'll put him over there, look. Right? And we'll say manage. Oh yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay. Yeah, this is very good, isn't it? It's very good. Right, let's go back into scenery, our factory, our hunting camp. And we'll just place this here and we'll worry about it later. We'll put it kind of this direction. And I'm thinking something like, you know, we'll put it over here out of the way. And we can always go back to it, right? So let's save that. Airport saved. Now, services, our FBO, it's under construction. Upgrading. So that's absolutely nuts. Can you preview it? Yeah, you can preview it before you save it. So if we look now, Here is... There's our plane. Here's our base camp. Here's our actual base camp that we've just put in there, right? Here's our parking area. So at least now it's still facing the wrong way, but like that's where we can park our aircraft, right? And we've just dropped in our hunting camp, but it's not operational yet. Here's, look at that. That's our hunting camp. That's mad. So there's our hunting camp. That's friggin' awesome. And then when it comes to an FBO, I mean, I don't know, man. Are we going to get like things like fuel and fuel trucks and, you know what I mean? That's pretty awesome, man.
Oh, behave.
Oh, behave. Commander Snow, 2,000 bits. Jesus. Thank you very much indeed. Cheers, buddy. Thank you so much. Lads, OnAir has a 7-day free trial. It's a free trial for 7 days. There's no commitment to buy it. It's up to you. If you do want to buy this add-on, what I'd recommend is that it's a subscription-based service, and the reason being is it's all online server stuff, so that's what you're paying for, okay? If you buy it month by month, it's like $9.99 a month. It's quite expensive. If you know after your 7 days you want to buy this thing, what I'd recommend, get the 2-year subscription. It'll cost you $72 up front, but that works out at about $3 a month. So, you know, you put it that way, it's fantastic value. Fantastic value. That's nuts, man. Look at this. And like these will all start generating revenue. And not only that, I mean, we can build other factories and it's just, it's nuts, right? Even Evitech, good to see you. Hang on, I'm not happy with the parking. So we'll keep messing with this. So the parking, what if we turned it that way? Or, hang on, turn it that way. And now let's preview this in the sim. Will that turn that? Yeah, it does, look. Sweet, so you can preview it live, like. How many hours of on-air flying to get to this point? Not much, Oz, not much at all. And again, you have the option of different worlds. You have 3 different worlds that you can operate, and you can be live in all 3 of them if you wish. The first one is Cumulus. That's like, it's like sandbox mode, kinda. The second one then, you can still use like AI pilots to fly around, but it's a little bit more difficult. You have less capital. And then you have the last one, Thunder, and there's no AI in that at all. You got to do everything yourself. But it's great for virtual airlines, you know. And this is only an element of on-air, lads. Like, this is only a tiny portion of it, right? So, yeah, I think that the parking is not bad there. We need to move it forward a bit. How's that? Preview in the sim. Yeah, that's better. Almost. Basically what I want to do, I need us to have a bit of room that we can actually get down and park in here without like bashing into trees and stuff, you know what I mean? So if we do, maybe we park over here beside our factory. Try that. Although we do have to go across mad terrain, but yeah, that works, right? I mean, you can park there, then we're right beside one of our factories. Can you have other players fly to your base camps? Oh yeah. I mean, if you're on air, you're going to see it. You're going to see the scenery. If you're subscribed to On Air, you go flying, you're going to see this now in the world map. You know, it's very good, isn't it? Like, what I want to figure out is what else can we add, right? Add terrain marker, add decorate. Ah, look, we can add some stuff. Put a windsock. A windsock. Yes. Right. This is going to be important. We're going to put this down by the base camp, right? Because we'll need to see what way it's going. We can also add some street lamps. So we have 3 of these street lamps. We'll put them over near the parking area. Right. So we'll put one there. We'll put another one this direction, so it's kind of, you know, helping folks find where we are parking, right? And we have another one here. We'll put it over here so they don't bash into anything. Right, let's preview these now, right? That's awesome. There's a street lamp just over there, minding its own business, right? And then we have the other ones. We should have one here by the grass. There it is. And then we have the other one over there. And where's our weather sock? Huzzah! Look at that, man. We got our own weather sock in here. That's fantastic. And it's animated with sound. This is awesome. We need to move this guy in a bit. Right, let's save this. Airport saved. What's it look like at night time with those street lamps? I'm like mad to see what this does. Ah, that's class, man. It does, it works. Do we need a street lamp over there? Probably not. Over here is handy, but they're facing the wrong way, it looks like. Look. So he needs to come out a bit. There's our parking area. And here's another light over here. Right, we need to remodel these, right? Dave Cleary, good to see you, buddy. Legend, Dave. Welcome in, Dave. Right, street lamps. Let's move these guys out the way. So we need them facing the opposite direction, it looks like. So we'll put one over here beside the hut. This other guy, he was the wrong way around. So we'll do that. And we'll take him out of there a little bit. And then with this guy, we'll do this. And move him in a little bit closer. So let's preview and save, right? Batchelli, welcome in, buddy. Thank you very much indeed. 44 months, man. Cheers. Okay, so that's still facing the wrong way. That one's looking better. And we had another one then. Where was that? Where did I put the other one? Ah, there we go. So there's one. There's two, and there's three. This is so ridiculous, isn't it? Let's see, can we move them? So this guy here. Let's do that. Let's do balls. Let's do that. And move them out. And this guy, let's do that. Right. Save. And we can add in lots more. We can unlock things later on in life, right? Add a terrain marker. Now, what's a terrain marker? A terrain marker. Land. I'm not quite sure what this is going to do, but sure, we'll see, right? Preview, save. Right, let's get in and have a look. I don't know what the terrain marker is. So our lights are looking a little bit better, right? Our parking. Ah, that's a terrain marker, right? Okay, so it's to make it easier for finding it. That makes sense? Okay. So we don't actually need that, so we're going to remove that. Let's bring our time of day up here a bit. There we go. Isn't this a gorgeous location, man? This is fantastic. So let's delete this guy. Now, what else do we want? Add a decoration object. We have our factory. We've decorations all over the shop. Windsock or street lamp. Our assets. Factories. So we can put in another factory, right? This is for food or mining. Jesus, we can put in mining stuff. We'll start off relatively easy. Our wilderness one, that's our first. What about a dispatch hub? Dispatch hub operates as a central logistics node where goods are received, sorted and dispatched with high efficiency. So we can't build one here. All right. What about food? Food production, manufactured goods, mining or wilderness. So we have our wilderness factory already in there. I'm thinking maybe, I'm not quite sure. I mean, do we try? Like, if we're looking at the map, we need to figure out, you know, what resources are here, right? So if we go to, let's see here now, business, right? Or the world, social database. It's got to be in here somewhere. On the map, maybe? Let's have a look. So, FBOs. Show goods inventory. Okay. Okay, look at all the base camps up here. Look, these are owned by other people. That's deadly. Okay. So, a fishing camp, you reckon? Now, we've pretty much bought all of this stuff. So, we're just waiting on it to get installed, right? So, our factories display the detail. So, we haven't bought anything for our factory yet. Scenery, add a decoration object. So, let me see here. So if we go to our base camp. So it acts as an airport. You can load and unload. It's persistent, generates. Base camps are allowed, no recurring fees. How to deploy a base camp. So we've done all that. But now we need to figure out, well, what can we do with it? So it generates jobs for us. Base camp and factories. They're allowed to build factories, hunting, mining facilities, and resource extraction. Right? So, expanding with FBOs. OnAir allows you to grow beyond the public job market by developing your own FBO. Okay. But in terms of like runway layout and all the jazz, I don't think it goes that far. Lenny, good to see you. NM Flyer, welcome in. Is there a library? I don't know, Roy. I don't know. Mining facilities, base camps. Okay, factories getting started, right. To create a new factory, select an airport or a base camp, click on create a new factory. The first iterations are hunting camp, a meat smoker, and a tannery. The hunting camp global efficiency is directly related to the distance to the nearest established airport, so it's better to build them at an isolated base camp instead of an airport. So we built it. We're building a base camp rather than an airport. That makes sense? Okay. Container settings, storage, truck or boat transport. Bloody hell, this goes deep, doesn't it? FBO refueling options, we can add those in. Build the hunting camp. The hunting camp global efficiency is computed as follows. Okay, so it's directly related to the distance from other airports. To start construction, you need to provide the requested materials. In this example, we would need all of these. You get 50 industry points when you start your company. You'll need to buy and bring the resources to the building, airport, or base camp with any of your aircraft. So you actually have to go off, collect the gear, and bring it back. That's nuts. That's nuts. So you buy the stuff, you locate it. When all the requirements for the construction are met, click on build. It takes 24 hours. In the meantime, you can buy or hire some hunters and hunting gear that'll be needed for the hunting camp to run and transport them to your new production site. Then you assign your folks to it. Then you start getting... You're scored on... Look at this. The fatigue of the hunters, look. Jesus. Once the food container contains food rations, they are automatically distributed. Okay. Hunters are available or are able to run efficiently on average of 15 days. They'll completely exhausted before 30 days. Okay. So what we're looking here is, how do we, with our base camps, how can we make things look terribly fancy? Right? So base camp decorations on air, right? Base camp decorations on air. Let's have a look. So I think they've only 2 at the minute. Unless they add more, lads, I couldn't tell you. I'll find out though, I'll ask them. But it's pretty cool. Will your base camp have animated bears passing through? Not from on air, I'd say. But I do like this, man. This is awesome. Those street lamps, I don't know. I mean, look, we'll leave them in there. We can also buy boosts. So there are assets. Services. So they're currently building... They're building everything we need for our factory right now, right? Why did everything disappear? What happened there? Properties, scenery, preview in the sim. Where did my base camp go? Oh, there it is, behind us. Jesus. Right. Okay, well, sure, look, let's just do a bit of flying around here and see what happens, right? Just for the crack, like. Power. Fuel. Beacon. Clear prop. Alternator on. Oh wait, balls, I started with the avionics. Let's not worry about that. Flaps in. There's our base camp, man. This is awesome. Alright, off the brake. We'll go with a notch of flaps here. The only thing is, I wish we could do something with the terrain. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be brilliant? Because it's so, like, not safe here. Here's our parking area. That's deadly. And here's our hunter spot. Our hunting camp. You'll need to send in a lawnmower, right? Yeah, no, I don't think you can build an airport. I mean, this is purely down to a base camp. Right? I mean, imagine if you could build an airport. Jesus. MacVision, good to see you. Right, so my choice of location here probably wasn't the smartest, but at least we know what the crack is now, you know what I mean? Because there's no way to kind of level out the terrain here or... Oh, we got caught by a tree. There's no way to do this without, you know, making a total mess of it. We'll see what happens. Right, up the hill. This is not going to be pretty, lads. I'm just saying. Yeah, it's like... A bit of planning needs to go into our base camps. Their location and all the jazz. Right. Upsie daisy. Don't worry, Murph, it'll polish out. Indeed. If you find an abandoned airport, now that would be brilliant. That would be brilliant. Ah, lads, isn't it fantastic? Like, it really is. This is brilliant. We'll figure out the inner workings of it now shortly, but like, so far, this is just a brilliant thing. Invest in a lawnmower. We have to get a lawnmower, lads. Until we get one, we're shagged. Let's fly over our new base camp. Alan B. Twitch, thank you very much indeed. Good to see you, man. 22 months. Cheers, buddy. So now we're flying over our very first base camp. This is nuts. I need to remove that marker. But there is our weather zog, our base camp, our parking area, and our hunter's cavern. Yes! know, the scenery up here is actually looks a little bit better, doesn't it? Brilliant. Yeah, this is 2024. Ah, deadly. Look at our base camp, man. Isn't it very good though, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic, lads. That is just brilliant. Now I'm just thinking, yeah, over here probably looks like a better area. I mean, look, the ground is way more flat. You think? Is it? Try not to crash now, Murph. Easy now. No, it's still bumpy as a devil, look. Jesus, that was close. Right, we'll come back and try and land in our little spot in. Easy now. Reduce that owl angle of attack a little bit, Murph, before we end up in the sore bit. Easy now. Okie dokie. Not to flaps. We'll land in this way to it. But I don't think it's going to like any of these landings. The terrain is just too rough. So ideally, yeah, I mean, if you found an old abandoned airfield, wouldn't that be class? You know? I mean, you can get in and like do a bit of scenery editing and level out the terrain and that. But like, oh man, that's just deadly. Alright. Full flaps. Yeah, wouldn't it be great if you could put like a little jetway in there, or a jetty? Like a little marina. I mean, it looks good here. It's just the terrain is just mother of Janie then, isn't it? Alright, hold the nose. Bleed the speed. And then it gets very bouncy. But it can be done. It can be done. Easy now. That's a weather sock. You gotta love that pushing down the grass. That's class, isn't it? It's absolutely class, lads. I'm loving this. Purple Kona, thank you very much indeed. 51 months. Jesus. Pardon me, I had to hiccup. Thank you very much indeed, Purple Kona. Good to see you. We'll go up to our parking position. I'll get chatting with OnAir just to see what way, you know, what their plans are for this. This is fantastic. I mean, I don't know, like, the base camp idea is phenomenal, and then using airports, but could you imagine, like, if you could actually build your own airport? Runway, the whole shebang, like, that'd just be nuts. Not a simple task, I'm sure. How much for a runway? I don't know. I don't even know if you can inject a runway in there. And this scenery, I don't know, is this solid? Can we go through it? Yeah, we can go through it. All right. Wonder how it is on a tail dragger. Yeah, I think so. Gibbo, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. Right, avionics coming off. Landing lights, taxi lights, all off. Fuel, shut off. Beacon, navs, and battery. And let's lock in our aircraft for the night. There we go. It's so cool, man. Like, and it's just so cool, isn't it? I mean, there we are, man. Our own little air base, if you want to call it that. You gotta love it. It's very cool, isn't it? It's very, very cool. I wish there's something we could do with, like, terrain. Just to level it out, you know what I mean? Otherwise, that'll just become a bit of a pain. But I love that we got our own windsock. That's like that's made me day. Now if we go back to live time and weather, this is going to be interesting. Yeesh. Like the lights shine, that's deadly. Hear the sounds. We're so far north, like this is daylight. Is it snowing? That's pretty cool though, isn't it? Maybe Jefferson. Indeed. I know, this is class. I mean, you know, injecting scenery into the sim. This is our base camp. This is our hunting camp. And this will be complete by tomorrow. Or sorry, the FBO will be complete by tomorrow. Meaning that we can now use this area as a little base of operations. You know what I mean? When can we fly in for a visit? Well, like, if you have OnAir, you can visit this right away. I need to delete that guy. Terrain marker. Get rid of that. We're going to save. Airport saved. So, you can visit this on the map. Like, for example, right? If we go to the world map. This is where we are. But if we zoom out, right? I mean, we'll see. Show FBOs. Like, these are all... Look at me. Look at all these, look. And, like, we can fly over these. We can visit these. That's near an airport. There's a hunting camp. There is... I don't know what that is. AGK 005. That's quite a bit away. Is like what's... There's nothing really... Oh, there is. There's a few bits up here, but there's no other base camps up here. That's mad, isn't it? We're on the border, Hermit. We're on the border between both. Yeah, I'm liking that, man. And like, they're all over the world, right? Everywhere. Like, there's hundreds of these, thousands of these, which is deadly. Otohiko, welcome in. Where is this now? So there's fish production in Dublin. Look. And this is all inside the OnAir world. It's everywhere, man. There's stuff everywhere. You must be... I think you need to be in the same world. Yes. You need to be in the same world. So there's 3 different worlds, and they all with their own kind of difficulty. Yeah, this is brilliant. It'd be great to see if there was other options, and then, like, you know, if you have a base camp, great. Can you put in an actual airport? Imagine if you could do that. That'd be friggin' nuts. But yeah, I'm thinking the terrain here is a little bit rough. If we found, like, you know, an old abandoned airport, that would be just perfect. One that doesn't register in the sim. Like, you're talking maybe South America neck of the woods, right? There's not much in Greenland. You go up there, probably. That's so cool, man. And the fact that we have... I don't know why it does that now. My company, airport and base camps, seems to disappear every now and again. I don't know why that is. Riverbend Ranch, yes. There we go. There's all my stuff there. I see the base camp on the on-air map, but not the scenery in the sim. Interesting. A little nav map you can filter for grass strips not in the sim. Oh, can you? Ooh. K-Lux, can I pilot an F-18? Someday, yes. Not today though, buddy. We're about finished up. But this has been absolutely class. I didn't think we can do this. And it's the start of industry inside of on-air, where we can plop in buildings, factories. We can do loads of stuff here, man. So it's pretty cool. So we're also flying in the WBSim Cessna 172. If you have it in 2020, it will work in 2024. Again, a bit of jiggery pokery to get it to work, but it does work. We've flown it. So hopefully you enjoy that one as well. Right, lads, that's kind of it. That's all she wrote for today. We're back this evening. We're doing a bit of F1 tonight. Kickoff. We're driving at around, well, it'll be 8 o'clock, so 2000 Zulu time. That's when we're going to be back. And yeah, we'll be doing more on air next week as we continue to explore this region and some of the other options. You also have missions to do, which is just, I love that element of it. It's class, man. Absolutely class. The LOD is quite good as well, isn't it? The LOD is quite good here. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Right, lads, that's the story. Thank you all so very, very much indeed for joining us. Hope you had fun. And yeah, do be sure to check out On Air. It's a 7-day free trial. Just check it out, see what you make of it. But I'm having so much fun exploring it. It is absolutely incredible. So yeah, a lot more of this to come. Right, we'll see you in about 5.5-ish hours time. We're back at 2000 Zulu for a bit of racing. So until then, have an awesome day. See you later. This, lads, look at the state of this. Touchdown, nicely done, beautiful. Armin Addict inbound. Careful now, careful now. Pull up, pull up. Beautiful. What a landing. So we've Gregor inbound. Dublin. Pascal Sheehy, RTE. Is Pascal Sheehy still doing the news? Oh, there's Gibbo, look! He almost turned it over. Gibbo, you nearly rolled it.
Yeah, baby.
Did you just say that? He nearly rolled the trailer coming in. Hilarious. Yeah, we can hear you.